I'm just like all ready to like get back into this here.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, so last session I entitled Fruit Grenades and Fighting Ourselves. We resumed in the Oasis, discovering that the night sky above us seemed to be a live representation of the outside sky. It's obviously it's an illusion. We're quite deep underground as far as we can tell. Lunara attempts to pick one of the pineapples from the plants in the room. Fumbling it causes it to explode on the ground somewhat painfully. These plants are probably extinct elsewhere due to a loss of habitat. The bracket's minor explosion would probably have helped it to propagate, and also probably would have been a surprise for anyone trying to pick it unexpectedly, like us. We head out of the atrium and find the pathway towards the gauntlet. We find the first chamber, a sloping room with 5 levels and a gigantic bronze fist on the top landing. As Wei steps into the first step, 2 construct creatures appear in the alcoves of the next level. They raise swords and watch Wei's movements closely. As we reach the first landing, they take exception to advance and we're rolling initiative. The constructs crumble into mud from lightning damage, seem to divide from slashing damage. Lunara suggests we run past them, but discovers the way to the next landing is blocked by fire until we deal with these constructs. We yeet the constructs into the water to their destruction. The next landing is one blocked by a wall of fire. Lunara tries to throw some water into the wall, but it just turns to steam. We drench Wei with the waters from the stream, and he tries to dash through the wall. The water dissipates before contacting the firewall, but he's able to make it through. Seeing this, we all make our ways through in turns. We make it through the wall and discover clones of ourselves, and we're fighting them. Oh joy. They hit hella hard, but we're able to at least temporarily neutralize their Lunara before our Way goes down to, and I quote, monk bullshit. And that was where we ended the session.
Awesome. Yes, we had a short session last week.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
No problem.
And I will restart the battle music. And Fake Magnus is up. So Fake Magnus is going to use his spiritual weapon on Real Magnus. Oh,
Yeah, that hits.
oh. No, he's playing PC characters. It's all very confusing. 10 points of force damage. And then Fake Magnus is going to use his Warhammer.
That misses.
Misses.
Yeah.
And that will end his turn. Fake Lunara.
Can't see shit.
Can't see shit.
I'm so glad I didn't take the invocation that lets you see through magical darkness. Like, clearly past me knew this was going to happen.
Can't see, can't hear, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. She knows vaguely what direction you guys are in. I'm going to have her attempt to walk straight, but because she can neither see nor hear, I'm going to roll a d2. On a 1, she's going to hit the edge of the platform. On a 2, she's going to walk straight. If she hits the edge of the platform, then I will do a roll to see if she can stop herself before she falls off. It's the only way I can think of doing this fairly.
Yeah, sure.
What did I say? I said on a 1 she walks
Yeah, I
safely,
think
on
you
a
said
2 she
1.
hits the edge. So she's hitting the edge.
Okay.
Is that what I said? Did I say? I forget.
I guess
think-
let's go with
I
that.
think she
I
said-
can't
I
remember.
think she said,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
I can't. I said it. I can't remember.
Mm.
She is then going to make a dexterity saving throw to try and catch herself. DC. I mean, she's walking. I guess it's DC at 12.
Okay, that seems fair. Oh, she's good.
Jesus.
Okay, so she manages to stay on.
She's an elf. What do you expect?
Yeah, and I'm gonna have her walk over here out of the darkness. So she can see, but she cannot hear anything.
The question is, does she know which one's the right ones and which one's the bad ones?
That's a good question, too.
That'll be funny.
Yeah. She actually can't cast a whole lot because most of her spells have a verbal component.
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
looking
that's
at
good.
that.
Looking through my list, so that actually neutralized her really well.
It really did. That's not useful. She's got one spell that doesn't have a verbal component, and she can't cast it right now. Okay. What makes sense? She's stood here. There's fighting going on with everyone else. I think she's gonna back up the stairs. And she's going to ready for this round while she watches things. She's going to ready an Eldritch Blast.
Actually, before we go any farther, I could have made a concentration check.
Oh yes, you should have done.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
We're good.
No
Yeah,
problem.
you're Yeah.
She's going to ready an Eldritch Blast should the... oh, she can't because she can't even...
She can't cast it.
Can't cast.
So
Well, she was going to ready it for if she... Yeah, she can't cast because she got to precast it. She's going to I think, just get the hell back over here. She's trying to figure out what is going on.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's more than her movement.
She's got it. She's dashing. She doesn't have anything else.
Oh,
she
okay,
can
she's dashing.
do.
Okay, fair,
Yeah.
fair. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, she can't cast, can she? No. Cool.
Linara.
Okay, so she is going to Eldritch Blast. She's going to drop concentration on
The darkness?
On the darkness. Yep, we'll lose that. And then bonus action, she is going to put a hex on Lunara.
Okay. You can keep going. I'm just fiddling with templates, so just
Yeah, I'm just going through and checking my.
Oh, I see.
Making sure my character sheet's ready for what I'm doing, and then she is going to blast at Lunara.
Okay.
Fake Lunara. So, first shot, second shot. Neither of those. No, neither of those are any good. She tried. And then she is going to move over to there. I think,
Okay.
or is she going to move back? No, she's probably going to move back, actually. She's going to go 10. Yeah, she's going to go back to there. It's not ideal,
Alright.
but it's better than nothing. And then, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Let's end. Done.
Kill Magnus.
All right. At this point, I think silence has done everything it's going to do, so I will drop concentration on silence.
Okay.
I will use my action to channel divinity. And it will be the Twilight Sanctuary. My bonus action. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Way.
Nice.
Cheers.
I'm just
So-
gonna do it at first level, I think, because yeah. So
I go
There you go.
before me, so my ass is going right back down. I'm gonna be honest with you.
and then I'm going to action surge to damn, I had to do that in a different way than I originally planned. I will cast Bless at first level. And I will bless. I can still barely see Lunara, so I'll bless Lunara, myself, and Way.
Ooh, thank you. I'll use that icon for bless. I'm very glad you can see me because I couldn't see you.
You barely see your hat sticking out around the corner.
Blessed are in her big hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do, and I will give myself some temporary hit points.
Nice. Okay, and we are at Fake Adriel.
Here it
Let's get it.
comes. Comes
Let's
another
get it.
one.
Pretty short on spells, to be honest. Oh, I keep forgetting that you have that. Okay, Chromatic Orb. On... $15 isn't gonna hit. Okay, yeah, that's... And then Fake Adriel is going to do what real Adriel does and hide. He's going to stand behind the fist here.
Right.
All right, real Adriel.
Go on, real Adriel. Show him you're the good Adriel.
All right, so yeah, I just create a lightning ball, compress it into a burst of fire, and I'm gonna shoot a fireball at my real Adriel and Lanara.
Yeah. Get
Oh,
him.
nice. Okay. Oh, shoot. Can you roll your damage for that? I might not need to.
29.
Yeah, just like put Lunara here so I can actually see what's happening.
Tell me what happens when your one spell. I can't. Even if they succeed, they don't have enough hit
Well,
points
that's
to
good.
withstand that.
Yeah, I said.
So yeah.
I just looking at myself, and I'm just like, there can't be two of us. There can only be one. And I just compress lightning into a really hot, burning ball of fire, and I just throw it, and it explodes and just consumes them both.
Awesome. When the fire clears, both of these creatures are just little piles of like clay. They're basically faceless clay humanoids. There's nothing to them that gives them any individuality anymore. You wouldn't be able to tell which one was which except for where they fell. And they seem to be, I don't want to say unharmed by the flames, but you don't see any charring or anything on them. They're just two sort of prone clay bodies.
They're not baked or anything.
They're not baked.
We could put a glaze on them and then you could fireball them again.
You have no idea how glad I am that they are just faceless clay things and cannot be brought back by fake Magnus.
And I will spend 2 sorcery points, and then I will shoot a lightning spark at the fake way.
Okay. Lightning spark at the fake way.
17
17 hits.
for 10 lightning damage.
10. Nice. Your lightning bashes into his chest and he sort of steps backwards and then re-squares up.
All right, that's all I can do for now.
I mean,
All
that was
you
a
can
really
do.
good turn.
Oh,
That
wait.
was an excellent turn. Don't do yourself down.
Oh, boy.
All right. Fake way. Well,
I will impose disadvantage with my reaction on whatever attack's coming at him.
Nice. Does that work for all attacks, or is it just the next attack?
I think it's just the next attack.
I'm prone,
Yeah.
so
On the attack.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
So it's going to be
Okay.
straight. Perfect.
So the first one's straight. It's awful fighting yourself, isn't it?
Yes.
not really. It's awful going last.
Yeah, okay, fair. Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm down.
Of course.
Oh, I'm so
Well, that was
sorry.
short-lived.
On the plus side, he's like going to do a death save and then get temporary hit points, which will bring him back. So he will be okay.
Do temporary hit
Or,
points bring you back from
I
Good.
thought they did.
being
I don't know if they
unconscious?
did. I don't even know if you're allowed to when you're 0.
Yeah, because you still have 0 hit points technically. I don't know. I'll look into
Yeah.
it while we. Or if someone wants to Google it while.
How does
I'm
he
Googling
get
it now.
How does he get temporary hit points? I'm something.
From Magnus's zone, from Magnus's
Aura.
Shelter of the
Aura.
Faithful or
Oh,
something?
nice.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Twilight Sanctuary.
okay.
That's it.
No, they
Okay.
don't restore you. They can
Yeah.
can absorb damage taken, but only true healing can actually save you.
Can actually bring it back.
Unfortunately.
Well,
Oh, thank Christ. Also a
Mm.
miss.
and I have. I'm gonna spend another key point here. Ah, I hit you.
That's,
Yeah, that'll
I was gonna
hit.
say, it's too many. That's too many hits, isn't
That's
it?
too many
Because
hits.
you get.
Unless you
Oh no,
flurry.
it isn't.
Oh,
Flurrying of
No,
blows?
where you can flurry. That was 2 regular hits and then 2 for a flurry.
yeah.
So no, that was the right
Okay,
amount.
yeah. And then I'm going to spend my last key point to try and stun Magnus.
My goodness.
Well, might not need to. How much damage do I take?
Oh, sorry, yeah. So you only take 8 bludgeoning.
Oh, sweet. Doesn't actually get through the temporary hit points.
Yeah.
This is stressful.
And what is it? A concentration or constitution check to see if
Constitution save.
Dave.
Constitution save, yeah.
I'm blessed. And I also have to make a concentration check. Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Concentration. Fine.
Yeah. You're not concentrating on anything anymore.
Bless.
Oh, bless. I apologize. Yes. Bless. Yeah.
16. Beat.
What's your DC? Chang?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
13. Wait, my
Yes.
For stun.
for my my spell save is 13.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome.
So Magnus is fine. That is Fake Way's turn. Real Way, death save,
Alright.
please.
I come up, just get punched in the face again. That's a fail.
Oh dear.
Alright, that's me.
All right. Okay. Fake Magnus is going to. He's going to keep going with that. Where am I? Spiritual weapon. Your flail strikes at you, missing you. And here he goes with his warhammer.
I am going
Oh!
to react to that. I'm going to the silvery barbs.
Awesome.
I'm not having you crit in my healer. Not today.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, for fuck.
Jesus.
At least
Still
it's not a
hits.
crit.
Yeah.
Cannot roll badly today. 9 bludgeoning to Magnus. Are you still up?
Yes, I'm still up.
All right, and I think that's all I can do. So, Maria Lunara,
Okay,
you are the
Lunara
only
peeks
new
out from that.
Lunara.
Yeah, I am. I am the original, except no substitutes. She leans out from behind. Nice, good save. Leans out from behind, and I am going to cast Shatter and get the two duplicates.
Right.
At second level, it might not be enough damage, but it will hopefully be a start. Oh, 18 thunder.
Nice.
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
And these are Constitution saves. Okay.
Yep.
I can't use my macro for this because I have got I don't have the sheet set up properly. Constitution for this is copy of Way.
Yeah, Way's fine.
He's fine. Does he take half damage?
Yes, he takes 9.
Okay.
This might be a silly question. Does Bless affect death saves?
I think it should.
All
Yes,
saves,
I
right?
believe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Way should have passed his first death
right.
save because he rolled a 9
Yeah.
and
All right.
Yeah.
plus minus
Oh.
10.
That's really important. Yeah.
Yes. And Fake Magnus.
Finding him now.
Fuck me. Okay.
Okay, and he
Do
lost
I?
10.
You got +5 to that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, I'm going to
Sorry
Silvery
about
Barbs.
that.
I'm going to use the first level spell slot to Silvery Barbs the Ways save.
Oh, okay. I will re-roll that.
I can't do much about the 25, but I can at least maybe get him to fail with a +2. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, he still passes. That's fine. That's fine.
She wrote 3 crits already, by the way, and it's been
Yeah,
half an hour.
I noticed. I noticed.
You're not telling us something, Kirsty?
Man, you know,
Yeah.
I wish I could roll like this as a player. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
You,
I can't say anything. I've rolled 3 in the same amount of time, so
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
you two got some macros going on. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
A little bit of
I'm
API
gonna-
magic.
Want to
You
share
get
it
for
wanna
pro
share it with the
subscription.
class?
Sorry, what was
Bonus
it?
action, transfer Hex onto Fake Magnus. And
Fake
then that'll be my
Magnus.
turn.
Okay. That brings us
Um,
to Real Magnus.
Real Magnus.
oh man,
Let me
things are
down on that.
things are
There we go.
so not great right now.
They are not.
Like I want to bring Way back up, but I also have minimal hit points. I think I'm gonna bring Way up just because it gives them something else to wail at. So Cure Wounds, 2nd level. Terrible. That's my action. Can't cast Spiritual Weapon. Don't think there's much else. Oh, can I take a potion as a bonus action for myself?
I forgot where we came down with potions. Did we discuss that? If it was going to be an action or a bonus action?
Bonus
I
action
feel like
for
this should be a
yourself,
bonus action,
and then
but
it was a action for
an
somebody
action
else.
to deliver. Yeah,
I think
that's how I
what
feel
we
they
said.
should
That's
be.
right.
But that's entirely. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll just drop that down to 1, and I believe it's just a regular potion of healing I have. So it's 2d4.
3d4 plus 2.
8. And at the end of my turn, I get temporary hit points.
Yeah.
All right, and that will end my turn.
Okay. The only Adriel.
Mhm.
I mean, it worked once. I tried again.
Mhm.
Real
Yeah, we-
careful about where you
Yeah, I'll
plant
place
'cause
it
that-
right.
That can't
I'll
be
place it
crucified again.
further next to the hand, so it only hits those two. I can do that, right?
What are you placing?
definitely-
Fire.
Yeah,
Fireball?
fireball, like south enough.
Yeah.
So it only hits the bad way in Magnus.
Yeah, you can do that.
So it worked before.
And these are deck saves.
What do you think? Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah. So
Yeah, that one. That's good to see.
DC 1529. Oh, they did.
Wow.
Yes.
There go my rolls.
No,
Oh,
Magnus still takes half damage. I feel I have to.
Oh, that's
It's
right,
just-
'cause he has resistance. So here's the good news. Fake Way and all his stun locks is down.
Oh, thank Christ! I could not
Hi.
hold this line much longer, guys.
Mm.
He falls to the ground, and same deal as last time. Sort of a faceless, shapeless. Well, not shapeless. It's shaped like a humanoid. Clay figure lies at your feet, or actually lies next to you, Way. its head sort of like
Mhm.
turns and rolls and looks at you, and you're looking at it, and there's just no face. It's really creepy.
And I
And
say, and I whisper, "Hunt," very softly.
oh no! For some reason that got rid of you. A turn.
I'm at 5. Just put me at 5 at this point, since the other me's down already.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And then sorry, Fake Magnus takes half of that, which
14.
is 14. So he is still up. Thank you, fire resistance.
Is he looking?
He's looking rough.
Oh, okay. That I don't have any more sorcery points, so that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Way.
I'm gonna get
Please
up.
kill other me, Way.
Do it.
Way is very angry now. I have bless, right? Yeah, okay. I am not a happy camper. Sorry, Maggie. Gonna have to take my anger out on you.
The betrayal.
Please do.
And I'm gonna just whoop Fake Magnus, or at least attempt to whoop his ass. Just my
Okay.
fist.
Whoop away.
19? 19?
19 is a hit.
His AC.
Yeah.
Wow.
9.
Okay, he's still standing, but you rocked him.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Flurry of blows. 2 more. 1 crit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
And
Nice.
1 miss. The crit will
Alright.
hit for 11.
How do you kill him?
Just right. Fucking just Mortal Kombat punches his fucking jaw off.
I think as soon as his jaw goes flying into the middle distance, real Magnus just sits down and he's like, "Oh, this gauntlet sucks."
Mm.
I don't think I've heard so much cursing from you guys as I have during this encounter. Yeah, the last body drops. Same deal. It's a like clay figure. Obviously the spiritual weapon vanishes. And Magnus, you sit down on the stairs and just take a breather. The water is rushing around you, but all is calm for now.
Whew. I hope I never have to do that
Yeah.
again.
I assume we're out of initiative order now.
We are, yes.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Oh,
Lunara
sorry.
is now going to drink her potion of long rest that she didn't do earlier.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm very glad I didn't. As I was saying to the others before you checked in, I'm glad I didn't take it earlier because Lunara, with all of her resources, would not have been fun to fight against.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna sit down on the stairs, just my nose bleeding. I was gonna spoon the water with my hand into my mouth.
Magnus
Okay.
takes
Like
one of
tap-
his only 4 remaining cigarettes and offers it to Way.
Wow.
Wow.
Ah, don't smoke,
Yeah.
mate. Don't smoke.
Oh, thank goodness. Didn't really want to have to hand it over.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Yeah. Lunara like pats Adriel on the back on the way past, like, yeah, good job, buddy. Good killing.
It didn't feel good, but it had to be done.
Yeah, did not feel good.
So how is everybody looking? Obviously, Lunar is looking okay at the moment.
I only have 8 hit points, so I'm looking pretty hurt.
Well, you can have some temporary hit points. You can have...
For some reason, I have my temporary hit points showing 7, but okay.
You can have 10 temporary hit points.
Awesome.
Actually, anybody who stands next to me can have 10 temporary hit points.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'll take 10 temporary hit points. In fact, even Quoth will come and like hop on your shoulder and get them 10 temporary hit points.
Work for me. I will let you guys know that spell-wise, I'm pretty close to tapped. I have some for emergencies, but not much.
Isn't this water next to us same as the potion of long rest stuff, or is that not the same?
Flowing
I
into the
think
same
it
area.
is, but we've already had a long rest for the day, haven't we, technically?
I haven't. That's why I'm drinking it. I'm spooning it from my hand.
You drink the water and you get a long rest.
Does it work twice in one day? I'll try
It does right now because the DM feels bad.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I put my hand down there and
I
place them
mean,
up too.
don't feel bad if that's the way that the module's written. That's the way the module's
Mm.
written. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But
No, there are reasons. You are welcome to take a long rest now
Uh-oh.
with your potion of long rest.
So the
So-
water in here does it as well, or do we have to use our potions from
The water
well?
in here does it as
Oh,
well.
so,
So,
yeah,
Lennar,
I'll
if you want to.
Yeah.
I'll save my.
Okay, I'm going to
potion.
refill the empty bottle then.
Oh
Just
yeah,
on
that's
the
the good
safe side.
stuff.
Ooh, I feel much better.
well, I feel like, for some nagging reason, we're about to get our ass kicked going forward. So
Yeah, that does seem possible, doesn't it?
Magnus kind of grabs his one intact horn and like pulls to stretch his neck. He goes, "Okay, well, let's keep going then, I guess."
It goes
Yeah.
crack, 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 crack.
Pretty much.
I reset my nose.
Ow.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Okay, the good news is when you step onto the next platform, nothing happens. You've already defeated that level of the trial. I will remind you these set of stairs go upwards and the water is flowing down towards the door that you entered from. The sound in here, especially now with that silent spell gone, is very loud. The water is rushing very quickly. As you were sort of drinking from the waters here, it was one of those things where you kind of had to like lay down and put your hand in the water, and you could really feel the tug and the pull of the current. The stairs act as a bridge over top of the water, so it's actually 30 feet wide as opposed to sort of 10 feet on either side. And yeah, it's loud, it's humid in here. There's sort of mist coming up off the water. And before you is this giant statue. It's a bronze statue of a fist. And it is it seems to be the end of the gauntlet. Ironically, the fist is not wearing a gauntlet.
Some people have no imagination.
I hope
Scanning the area, like I don't see a one of those star gems or whatever we're looking for, right? There's not one just like sitting in the middle of the fist.
You do not see any sign of any star gem. That is correct.
Yeah, well, I hope this store over there ain't the last of our challenges.
Not looking forward to it punching us and sending us all the way back down these goddamn steps.
Yeah, to do the fight again.
Yeah.
Don't get any ideas, Kirsty.
Wasn't thinking of that, but
I'm
all right.
quitting. I'm done with the group if that's what happens.
Freeze.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm
As
gonna
you step
drop.
up to the fist.
I'm gonna drop trial.
Pet fist.
As you step up to the fist, the fingers open, it reaches forward and it grabs you away. And you are hit by it. You're going to take 10 bludgeoning damage, and it has you grasped tightly in its grasp.
Oh boy.
You guys can go ahead and roll initiative. It obviously got a surprise round.
As my spine is being crushed, I just look indifferent, like I knew this was coming from a mile away.
Just imagining, like, if this was an episode of a TV series, it would like freeze frame on you being grappled, and then just cut to the what's it? And fade to black.
I like to think that Way's little legs are like wiggling in the grass for this fist.
No, I'm just limp. I'm just limp.
You're just
For whatever
done.
reason, I just have the scene from Arrested Development when he opens the bag and goes, "Don't know what I expected."
All right. So the fist is just going to give you a little squeeze there. So the grab doesn't count, but you take 8 points of squeeze damage as the fist's fingers just sort of like down upon you.
Right, I just took 18 damage off the bat again.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's,
give you a
I
long
think it's on the
rest.
GM layer because we don't see it on the initiative.
It,
order.
it is on the GM layer
Okay.
because it doesn't. The token doesn't look like a fist. It looks like something
Fair
else.
enough. Okay. I will transfer my hex onto the fist.
Okay.
And then I am going to blast it.
Okay.
So let's just make sure hex is on. Do we still have bless, or is that gone?
How long does bless
Um,
last?
I will quickly check. I don't think it lasts.
It's only a minute.
Really long. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's only a minute, then no, it's gone.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'll just take those down, and then blast.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
guessing neither of those.
You miss neither of those hit as you smash at the statue, narrowly missing Wei as well.
Sorry, wait. My aim will improve, and then she's gonna like step to the right to make sure there's room for everyone else, and that will be my turn.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wei.
Mm.
I'm just gonna hit Fisto over here.
Okay.
Am I restrained or just grappled?
Just say just grappled.
Says
So
grappled.
Yeah, I did just say grappled, so just grappled.
Okay, which means I can still use my sword for some extra points of damage. I'm sure the 14 will miss, but a 22 will hit.
22 sure will.
It's magic, obviously. It's the
Okay,
bypass.
so it takes 7 points of damage, and you take 7 points of damage.
oh
Ooh.
That's not ideal.
no.
Whatever, flurry of blows.
All right.
I'm so over this. 11. I'll take 5.
Okay, I'll take 6.
As I fall limp again, it's hitting me back. I'm getting it. It's reflecting me hit
I have a
the
way.
damage back at me. It hurts.
I have a way out of this. We just need to like not kill Wei.
I'm really.
No. By all means, I'm sick and tired of this life already.
I mean, if you go, no, please choose life, Wei.
Just hurt me.
I'm really hesitant to use lightning on a bronze statue, so I don't know what to do. Is there any possible way I could use shatter on it without hitting Wei?
Not that I can
No.
see.
No. Yeah.
Can I suggest we just hold our turns and give me a shot to get him out of the?
All right. Yeah, if you tell me
I
to
know
hold
what I
on,
should have done.
because I'm
Yeah,
like
hold
really skeptical about using lightning on him. So
Yeah.
I will hold a lightning spark till my next
Okay.
round. But that's
Yeah.
about it. All right.
So
Yeah,
lightning spark is ready.
Hold until after I act, and
Yeah.
then you should be fine.
Okay.
Magnus, are you gonna do the same
I
thing?
will. Yeah, guidance probably isn't going to do you any good, so I will just hold Ray of Frost for the bronze hand.
Okay, we have another ready to action. It is the bronze hand's turn, and Wei, you're getting another little love and squeeze. 7 points of bludgeoning damage to you,
All right.
and it is Lunara's turn.
Okay, I am going to like. She reaches into a bag, pulls out, and finds it, and reads a scroll. Is going to cast Vortex Warp on Wei, and move him like down to like behind behind Magnus.
Vortex Warp. Never heard of that one.
Yeah. Let me post the thing. There you go.
How did you know to get these scrolls?
I actually have that spell on my spell list, but
Oh.
I saw it was really useful, and it was a scroll that was available, so I went, "Fuck it, I want it."
Awesome. So where would you like Wei to end up?
I would like Wei to be behind Magnus.
Behind Magnus.
Yep.
Wei, you are pulled from. On the wrong layer. You are pulled from the hand in this sort of like as space gets all bendy, twisty, timey, wimey, and
Yeah, there's like a he like but disappears in a burst of shadow and then
Awesome.
like reappears. in like shadow and feathers on. It's like deposited somewhat gently on the ground. I'd hope.
Gently-ish.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Wei is no longer in the grasp of the fist. The fist can't really look surprised because it's a fist, but you see its fingers kind of wiggling in a confused manner. And I think, Adriel, your lightning spark goes off.
Yeah, go
no-
for it.
Oh yeah.
Get him.
Yeah. I'll shoot it.
Get him.
Let me see. Lightning spark. 18
18 is a hit
for 7 lightning damage.
for 7 lightning damage. And made of bronze, he takes 14.
Awesome.
Nice lightning damage it is.
Glad I didn't shoot it with Way in there.
And that is also going to trigger Magnus's ready to action.
Mhm.
16. Your Ray of Frost hits it, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
All right. Magnus probably just goes, I really hope that's way behind me.
It is. It is. As for left of my turn, Lenara has nothing. She's just kind of gonna like shrink back into the alcove. Like just, I'm gonna go like half back so that she can still see what's going on.
Okay. Doing the classic duck behind a corner.
And then that is Lenara's turn.
All right. Way.
I'm gonna lay down on the stairs, flat on my back, or as flat as you can be on a set of stairs. I'm just gonna reach over with my hand into the water again and just splash it on my face. Try to
Okay.
get as much as I can into my mouth. That's what she said.
You.
Right, I'm done. I'm done. It's over. I'm going to bed.
Okay, you can take a. You can heal yourself up to full. I'm gonna say that takes you 2 actions though.
No
Otherwise,
problem.
you can.
I'm staying here.
You're staying here. You're not moving. Okay. Just gonna let the distance people handle this.
Mm.
Adriel.
All right, I'll just do another lightning spark, so I'm not gonna waste any big spells. 21
That's a hit.
for.
So,
Yep.
sorry. At this point, I assume you guys are just going to stand back and hit it with cantrips
Yeah.
until it dies.
Yeah.
Let's not bother rolling that out. This thing has a lot of hit points. It takes a while for you to kill it, but with knowing that it's particularly vulnerable to lightning damage, you can just continuously throw things at it until the statue just sort of the hand just sort of like droops. It's not destroyed or broken up. It just sort of the hand, just like the magic on it, gives up, and the hand droops, and you feel that it is safe to proceed.
Right, wait, do you want me to take point for a little while?
No, I want to sleep forever.
Well, how about a fresh pair of socks and we keep going, and I will just offer you one of the pairs of socks that I got.
I will slowly put them on. Put my wet socks on. Throw them over my shoulder.
That's a good lad, and I tap you on the shoulder, and I will start going forward.
You know, it's
Oh
the
my
little
God.
it's the little things in life.
Oh, you guys are too
Oh
funny.
my god.
Inspirational round. You don't have it. Please take it. So Magnus, getting to the top of the stairs, you see that behind the fist there is a chair. The chair is carved out of what looks to be some kind of white rock. It's really beautifully carved, but not intricate. It's very simple, but it's very beautiful in its simplicity. The rock itself is sort of the highlight of the piece, I guess. And it's almost a pure white. It's very nice to look at. It's very smooth. It's very shiny. The chair looks it's rock. It looks massively uncomfortable. And there is no inscriptions or anything you can see upon it.
I will ask Lunara if it has any significance that she's aware of,
I'll come up and have a look at it.
and
She'll
I
come
will
around to
give
the
you
side and have a look.
guidance.
Thank you. I will
Okay.
Can I history check or?
Well, you don't need to because as you get closer,
Mm-hmm.
there is a being that appears sitting in the chair. This is quite obviously an illusion, Lunara and Magnus. As you get closer to it, it just sort of appears and it looks and behaves in a programmed manner.
Okay.
And Lunara, you'd recognize this magic. Adriel, you might
Sure.
recognize it too as sort of being like a programmed illusion spell, basically. And the person sitting on the white chair, the white throne, you recognize it is Amun-Ra. And he says, "So you have passed through my gauntlet. Congratulations. Enter through into the next room, and there shall be the final test of your worth." And then the figure vanishes.
Oh,
Joy.
if it was anything like what we just went through, we're in for a ride.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly.
Lead the way, Magnus.
I mean, do we want to take this guy at his word? Because he's been full of
God,
traps this whole goddamn time.
I wouldn't take him on his word about the color of the sky.
Massive.
Way, would it
11.
make you feel better if you tipped the chair over?
I'm just gonna walk past. I'm gonna kick the shit out of it though.
That's gonna
Kick the
hurt.
shit out of it. It's a giant like marble chair. You hurt your toe a little.
I'm just picturing like the back heel as he walks by it.
I have magic unarmed strikes. It'll protect me.
Okay, fair.
I'll investigate the chair.
Sure. Go ahead
I
and
will
roll
guide
it.
you if you're obvious about it.
What does guide do? Oh,
One
Plus
D4.
4.
oh plus 4. 14.
Okay. You look at the chair. There's obviously some kind of magic on it in order for the programmed illusion to trigger. Other than that, you don't see anything about this chair. It is a solid piece of marble.
I like it. I'm tempted to
It's-
sit in it, but I don't.
If I were stronger, I would offer to pick it up and put it in the bag of holding for you.
I think that would take us way over the storage limit for the bag, so let's not do that. Okay, let's have a look at my resources. Good on everything.
All right, who's investigating the door for traps?
I can have a look at it if you want. I think I have the best investigation.
I will guide you.
Thank you. I'll come over to the door and have a look at it closely.
Okay.
So let's add a guidance and an investigation. 22.
It's an impressive door. It is. It looks to be made from marble, probably from the same quarry as the throne. Big and heavy, but other than that, it's got a handle to open it, but there is no inscription on it. There's no drawing on it. Again, it's very, very simple, very plain. You don't see anything that would cause you concern in regards to traps or anything like that.
Okay. Archaeologically, very boring. Doesn't even seem to have any kind of traps. Moves back. I would love to move back if it wasn't for Quoth being stuck in the wall.
Oh, you're
Burb, come on.
All right, I will open the door.
Okay.
Thank you.
Magnus opens the door. Let me describe what you see beyond.
See a question mark, and I don't like it.
In the center of this 30-foot wide semicircular room, there is a 10-foot diameter column of water that thunders down from a circular opening in the ceiling, passing through a matching opening in the floor. The room shakes with the violence of the water flow. There are 10-foot wide corridors leading to the east and west. And the common speech symbol for question mark is engraved in the floor in front of the opening.
Hmm.
I take a javelin and I check the floor and I check the ceiling.
I love how paranoid you guys are. You take a javelin, you tap it on the floor, you tap it on the ceiling, and everything seems to hold. You give it a couple good solid knocks. It doesn't sound hollow or anything like that. You feel like you are safe to step forward.
Oh God, the gauntlet's spewing blood behind me. Go inside.
Hmm. Okay. We've got rooms off to the side.
You do. You can see that the rooms head off to the side. I can describe them if you like, or if you want to investigate this room more, you can do that also.
Yeah, I think Lenara would like to kind of have a look around, see if there's anything interesting about the inscription, the question mark inscription. Obviously, it's odd to see a common language inscription.
It's very odd to see a common language inscription. It is just a question mark. There is nothing else to see.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I point out the oddity of the question mark thing and say, there must be something in one of these extra rooms that gives us some context of what to do.
Or maybe this is the information hub.
I was just gonna go up to it and ask it a question.
It's like, hey, where's the treasure?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this room? I was gonna ask it that. See if it
When you
responds.
ask your question, there is a deep, watery voice that speaks to you from the pillar.
It worked.
And it says, "What is your name?"
I am Gorm.
Oh.
It's been a while.
The water pillar falls silent.
I don't think you like that answer, AJ.
So I repeat, what is this room?
What is your name?
It's a riddle.
I think
Yeah, that's a tough question. Let me try.
I think
Hi,
it means your
Mr.
government name.
Hi, Mr. Pillar. I have many questions. Like, what is this room?
What is your name?
Lenara Vess.
What is your quest?
Hey.
We've got to restore the waters to this region.
On whose hallowed ground stand ye?
Amun-Ra's?
Put thy hand in mine. And the question mark symbol that Adriel and Wei are standing on turns into an impression of a hand.
Lunara will go and put her hand there.
Okay. You put your hand there. And I just have to check something.
I'm glad you answered the questions, because at the question, what is your name? Magnus probably would have said, no, it's not.
Nothing happens.
No.
The symbol returns to a question mark.
Oh, bleeding! I'll try it.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'll move
Hello.
over here.
I want to slap my hand on the question mark. Hello. All right.
I'm sorry, nothing happens.
I think you have to ask it a question for it to turn on.
Oh, what's the bloody question? Where's the treasure room?
What is your name?
Wei Jianshao.
What is your quest?
I will look back to the Lunar. What was it again? All right, to purify
Restore
the
the waters.
yeah, bring back rain and stuff like that.
Bring back rain and stuff like that. You know what? Close enough. What on whose hallowed ground tread ye?
Amon Ray, fucking Belland.
put your hand in mine.
I put it. I just slap it on the stone slab.
When you put your hand in the impression of the hand, the water column changes direction. Instead of going from the ceiling to the floor, it now goes from the floor to the ceiling.
All right, so I activated a water feature.
Looks like it. That might get us out of here, I guess, or at least to the next bit. Should we have a look at like the other rooms coming off here before we go to the before we come back to that?
Probably a good idea. I'm also concerned as to why it didn't work for Lunara.
Yeah. Lunara is a bit pissed off that it didn't work for
It
her.
didn't
in
work for
fairness.
me either.
Yeah, but
Well, you never even got to the
failed
hand
at the
part.
first question.
I have
answered
concerns
it.
about what's going to happen when Lunara tries to get into said geyser, but we'll deal with that later.
Okay. Let's go off. I guess go off this way first. Just have a little look around and then come back.
I will give you guidance for whatever you're doing.
Thank you. I will like. Ooh, I'm stuck in the wall again.
So I apologize. I could not, for the life of me, get the grid to line up on this section. In fact, I'm going to turn it off
Sure.
for this section just so that you guys can move a little bit easier. It would line up everywhere else, but then when it hit this area, because everywhere else was lined up, this one wasn't. So just a quirk of this map that the grid didn't line up here. Where am I to turn this off? Grid.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Off. Sorry, they changed the look of the UI for this, and while it's very cool, I'm still learning where things are, which is new for me. Can you see through? Oh, because you were stuck in the wall, so you saw through it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm like half in. Am I half? Oh no. Oh, I can
now?
see because I saw through it earlier.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Earlier, I can. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
Doesn't
gonna
really matter.
have a look at the floor here, just to because like I've been I've seen floors falling apart before, so I'm gonna just have a quick look, like poke it with the stick or with my staff or something, just to make sure it's actually safe to stand on.
Sure. Yeah, you poke at it with your stick, and it seems fine. You tap on it. Solid. Nothing of concern.
Okay. This is an altar type thing, I guess.
So this is an octagonal white marble room 30 feet across that has 10-foot wide archways in the east and west walls. That's one of them is what you just came through. There is a marble slab in the center of the room on which an old book lies.
Ooh, you say book. Lunara picks up the book.
Okay, Lunara, you pick up the book, and the title is... hang on. It's written in Old Senedician, Ineffable.
Vibram of Ineffable Damnation. Interesting. Ooh, that's some light bedtime reading for me.
Okay, so you take the book.
Magnus will see you grab it and just be like, "Don't just go cracking open ancient dusty tomes with names like that."
Lunara looks at you like you've suggested that she should like cut her leg off and like wave it around and paint the walls with her blood.
Did we lose Chang? I don't. He's not in the game. Are you still here?
Oh yeah. This is my connection got interrupted. I was just hoping for it to reconnect.
Gotcha. It's not a big deal right now because we're just moving around. I just was worried that you weren't in the game, like couldn't hear us either.
No, I'm back in. I just had to refresh.
So I'll go look at this other hallway while they're doing that.
Sure. Adriel goes his own way. And
I'm still a little upset that the thing didn't answer when I gave it my name. It kept asking. So I'm mad at the water column right now.
You're mad at a column of water. I love it. So this is an octagonal room, 30 feet across. It appears empty. There are archways in the east and west walls that lead out of the room.
Okay.
And you can sort of see there's like a little connecting room in between and then another room beyond that.
All right, I just stand there and wait.
Okay.
In spite of Magnus's words, Lunara is going to open the book and have a look at it. And just have a skim read of it if she's able to.
You look at it. This book is going to take you probably a week to sit down and decipher properly.
Okay.
It vibrates with power.
Ooh, I like this a lot. Okay, this goes in my this goes in the bag of holding.
Magnus just shakes his head. Couldn't even wait for me to get remove curse.
There's no cursed objects in this dungeon. I don't know what you're so worried about.
Anything else of interest on this table?
No, it's just basically set dressing. The rest of it, nothing.
No remnants of a half-eaten sandwich or something?
Maybe an old cup of tea sitting with that skin on top. Magnus, as you approach the archway in the west wall, there is a sort of like a connecting room, a very small hallway, whatever you want to call it. And then there's archways to the north and west again. You can kind of see beyond into the far west room. And the floor of this 30-foot wide octagonal room is covered with a rug, a nice contrast to the white marble walls and ceiling. A chair and bench stand against the west wall.
Lunara is going to, having looked at that, she's going to drop Hex and put her concentration on detect magic.
Okay. Nothing is magical that you currently see, except the
Okay.
pillar of water and the question mark.
Sure. I would still be very cautious of the rug if I was you, she says to Magnus. If this fucker is as in on trickery as we've seen so far, like rugs of smothering, that sort of thing, not beyond
Magnus
his
is
reach.
Magnus kind of like nods his head and he's like, I'm more worried that it's a distraction for whatever's hiding on the ceiling.
Yeah, that is also an extremely good point.
I'll look up.
There's nothing.
Magnus is going to shout to Adriel, hey, Dorm, anything interesting down that way?
Just an empty hall, seems.
Well, we might have found something of interest this way, so you might want to
I'll
join
come
us.
back.
Adriel, were you able to see all the way to the end of the other room there? Like the far room?
My vision is weird. Like I can see up to here. Like,
I mean,
this
I
whole
can see
room is
down
weird
there.
with vision. Like I
Yeah.
can't see walls like on the sides.
Lunara could see the chains at the bottom there.
Same.
Oh, that's Lunara that can see those. But you can't,
Yeah.
Adriel?
No,
Well, Lunar and
Lunara's
I
got
have
very
insane
long-
dark vision.
Yeah. We've got
Oh,
extremely
but
right.
I
long
should
dark
have
vision.
60, and I was only 30. I
Yeah,
can
we've
see,
got
right?
I've got 120.
Yeah, but I can only see.
I have 300, I think.
35.
Oh, you only have regular vision on. You don't have night vision on. 60 feet. Save settings.
Oh, now it's a lot better. Now I can see.
Is that better?
I can
Sorry
see.
about that.
Yeah, the change. That's funny.
Oh no, sorry, I have 90 foot dark vision. That's right.
Okay, so you, Adriel, there just for your awareness, because you can see to the end of that room. The north wall of this octagonal room displays chains and open manacles. The pins missing. That's it. That's all there is. That you
Oh,
can see right.
looks like some kind of holding cell.
Mm.
And then I'll come back.
It looks like there's another room off to the north on this junction. It looks like it's a T. I don't know. I was gonna look around. Oh, that's that's a thing.
Let me describe it to you. In the center of this 30-foot wide octagonal room fashioned of white marble, there is a 10-foot wide by 15-foot long pool of water. A large bed with satin sheets rides in the middle of the pool on pontoons tied to the pool's edges with ropes.
Hey, Amon Ray, I know you might have heard of the concept of a waterbed, but this ain't it, buddy. This obviously like tapping the ground in front of her as she goes. Gonna step into this room and just
Oh.
kind of go, what the actual shit?
Starting to wonder if we just found this guy's kink den.
Mm,
I mean, chains,
fuck dungeon.
waterbed.
mm. I'm assuming I'm not detecting any magic here.
Nothing. There's no magic in the bedroom.
Wow. No wonder he died and was kicked out of his kingdom. He had no magic in the bedroom. Sad. So sad.
All right, I will poke my head into this godforsaken carpet room. I check the ceiling first.
There's nothing on the ceiling.
All right, is that a? Oh no, that's a bench. It's not a bookshelf.
It's a bench, a chair, and a rug.
I poke the rug. Does it move?
The rug does not move.
All right, I'm gonna roll the rug towards the other end of the room and see if there's anything underneath it.
Oh, interesting. You roll up the rug and there is nothing underneath it. A little bit of
It's
dust
worth a
gets
try.
in your nose. You sneeze.
Nothing under the chair. Nothing under the bench.
Nope.
I shoot a lightning spark at the bed.
It chars some of the satin sheets.
Finally, some magic in the bedroom.
You know, we could have used that.
I wasn't gonna.
Wade
use
is
it.
still very tired.
Are the sheets still kind of intact, mostly?
They're very old, and they're now very, very scorched.
Scorched? I'll grab a pillow.
Okay.
No reason. I just want to sleep with a nice pillow.
It's not Tempur-Pedic like in our game.
No, it's not, but it'll have to do.
All right, well, let's go check the holding cell area, I suppose. Since
Yeah.
I'm not picking much of use from here, other than that creepy book that couldn't possibly lead to all of us being damned for eternity.
Is the water
primitive
feature
superstition.
still changed, like from floor to bottom, from floor to top?
Yes.
Okay.
Magnus, you want to go tap your stick on the floor?
Yep, I'm doing the blind man walk.
Okay,
Also
you
checking
do-
the ceiling.
You tap, you check, everything seems fine.
Now I have pretty insane dark vision. What am I seeing? Just chains, manacles to the wall.
Yeah, exactly what I described earlier. Chains and manacles. Nothing. The pins are gone, so there's nothing else there really. Yeah.
Okay. And then some sort of cave in to the north, it seems.
Yes. So the room to the north is. Oh dear. Okay, I'll fix that later. Sorry, I'm having issues over here. Everything's fine. I'm trying to do too many things at once. At the end of this narrow, there is a. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong area. So the north wall of this octagonal room has been broken through with rubble and dirt piled on the floor. There's a 4-foot wide by 5-foot tall rough-hewn tunnel that appears to twist its way down and to the north. A 10-foot wide archway is set in the center of the south wall.
Lenora, you want to help me look at this south wall over here?
Yeah, sure.
See if there's any doors, because it seems like there's rooms on all 3 sides, but not the 4th. So.
Yeah, Lenara kind of puts her like magical eye over the wall quickly,
I'll
and
help
then
her.
will give a
I
fine
will
tooth
give
comb.
guidance as I walk
Thank
into
you.
the cave-in room.
Okay, so we got guidance, we've got assistance. So go ahead and roll with advantage and add your guidance to it. You are not detecting
22 again.
anything magical, and there is no sign of a door here. It
Okay.
looks as though it's just a 3-way intersection.
I'm sorry, did you say that there was a tunnel that goes down into the north in here?
Yes. In the room you're in right now, yes. Where this
How big is the tunnel? Like, could I fit?
you'd probably have to clear away some of the rocks, but yes, you would fit.
Is this
help
worth
out.
investigating, or do we want to leave it?
I'll help
Uh,
out.
I feel like it could be worth it. Yeah, I mean, I can always send Quoth down once you've cleared it a little bit to
Feel like-
scout and see if it's worth going.
I feel like it may have also been another way,
It may have been
in
another way
here
to cheat our way in
from-
here. Yeah, yeah.
another area. But yeah, I will spend a bit of time moving some debris till the bird can fit.
Okay.
Okay.
The bird can fit through without having to move the debris. It's just you that would
Okay.
have to
Hop, 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 hop.
yeah, so Quoth hops through the wall and sees a long, narrow tunnel.
Mm.
You also see Quoth,
Mm-hmm.
a little goblin
Oh,
tilts his head and looks at you. And then puts his finger up to his lips and says,
I assume you said shh.
I did. Did my mic cut it out?
okay. No, you
Yeah.
might.
It did not pick up. It didn't pick up the shh.
Darn it!
Seeing this through Quoth's eyes, like she's not very far down the path. I think is that correct? Or Quoth's not
Can
very far
Quoth
down the path.
Oh, Quoth can't see. Quoth has vision off.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
Quoth
think
it's dark. It's dark.
it's
that's why.
dark. Yeah, Quoth doesn't. For some reason, he gives me dark vision, but he doesn't have dark vision himself. I've never understood that about this build.
Yes. So Quoth
Um,
can't see in the tunnel because the tunnel is dark.
Could any of you cast light on something for Quoth to carry?
I can. I'll pull out a.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll pick up a pebble.
Quoth carries like a stone or
I
carry a
was
pebble.
gonna say you're surrounded by rocks. What can I use?
Yeah. Yeah, Quoth will carry a pebble so he can see what he's doing.
Okay, so we will have Quoth emit light at the value of a torch.
Quoth, like, I guess will kind of bob his head, put his head to one side, as if he's like to show understanding to the goblin, and wait to see what it does next.
It just sort of watches. You can see it
Do-
kind of like trying to peek through the hole without being seen.
What peek through towards us?
Yeah.
Okay. I think in like he kind of hops a little way towards it. Quoth, sorry, hops a little way towards it, and kind of quietly says, kind of, "Can I help you?" in Lunara's voice.
The goblin says, "Shh." That was a that the same noise I made before. I don't know if it came through my mic that time. I tried to make it really
a little
loud.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I caught it that time. So he's
Okay.
looking towards us and shushing Quoth,
Yes.
or like trying to look our way down the tunnel. Okay.
Yeah. He's trying to tell the bird to be quiet so that you guys don't know that he's there.
Okay. Gonna hop up to the goblin and just kind of watch it for a moment. And just wait to see what it does, basically.
Yeah, I guess he's going to start sneaking back down the tunnel. He's not super quiet. His little feet go pitter patter, pitter patter.
Yeah.
And he kind of walks this way.
Okay. The Quoth will follow him, I guess. Like doop, 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 doop.
Okay, he gets louder. He stops after about 30 feet. He stops sneaking so much, and he continues all the way down the tunnel.
Lunara will, like, in a whisper, tell our group that obviously there's a goblin. Oh, there's multiple goblins.
And at this point, the goblin that just came back starts speaking goblin to the other goblins, pointing up the tunnel, points at Quoth. And then one goblin steps forward, and this goblin has a like a crown on his head, but
Mhm.
it's a goblin crown, so it's made of like sticks and rocks and shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
And he, maybe she, it's hard to tell. Goblins are a little bit tricksy. Takes a javelin and throws it at Quoth.
I was going to say, seeing them there, Quoth would be taking the dodge action.
Okay, so 15
That's
is
still
with
going to
his...
hit. She's got 12, so
Okay, so only for 1 point of piercing. It just like
cool.
nicks
Quoth is
going,
still fine.
Doesn't even
and
get through the temporary hit points.
Yeah.
all of the goblins sort of like, with that, all of the goblins turn and start pulling out weapons. What does Quoth do?
Quoth's going to fly away.
Okay, so Quoth can fly away.
Like move and dash. So
Sure, they're not going to chase.
what is his flight speed? 50. Oh, he's getting way back. So another 20.
It's fine. They don't chase him. They just...
Sure. Okay. I'll bring Quoth back and report that the goblins attacked for no apparent reason. That was very strange.
Magnus is waiting for the inevitable. They attacked Quoth. We need to go kill them all.
I mean, tempting to kill them all, but like they didn't kill Quoth, so there's a little chamber down there. There might be something worth seeing, but it is only goblins. So entirely up to you guys.
I mean, you didn't see anything that looked like a star gem?
He did have shiny things on his crown. I would like to get a closer look at his crown. But that might also just be a distraction. Can I, like, obviously I was looking at that through Quoth's eyes. Could I do a perception check to see what details I recognized about the crown?
Sure.
So let's do a perception. Normal. No guidance. Perception. Would I have had guidance still at that point? Because you did guide me on the investigation.
I mean, I will give you guidance whenever I can tell you need it, but I don't know if
Yeah.
I would have been able to tell.
It
Yeah,
does
I
last a
don't.
minute, but I think there was more than a minute between
I agree.
investigation and there. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna say no to the guidance. With a 15, with an 11. You only kind of got a glimpse of it. It was darkish. I mean, Quoth had his rock going, but you just didn't get a close enough look to be able to sort of determine if there was anything on it of value.
More science, somewhat necessary. Like Lunara could probably just shatter them into non-existence, so could go on her own. Up to you guys if you want to go through and have a closer look at them.
Does anybody here speak Goblin?
Let's see, out of the many languages I speak, but I don't.
Lunara does not.
I don't think anybody does. Nobody really picks Goblin as a language,
No.
generally.
But goblins usually speak common too. Well,
yeah.
I don't know if that's actual thing in this world, so I'm just I could just be making that up. But I know
most creatures speak some form of
broken common.
Yeah.
Except for those damn minotaurs taking all my smoke. All right. I mean, I think if we go down here, it should be as a diplomatic type thing.
Yeah.
I don't see any point in destroying this small clan of goblins.
I agree.
No.
Yeah, that's
We need information
have
more
a
than
look
we
at the
need
crown.
goblin bones. So
Yeah.
All right, so I'll start shifting some rocks.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't take very long, probably about 5, maybe 10 minutes to move enough rocks out of the way. Probably closer to 5, to get a space that you can move through, Magnus.
Should we take a 10-minute break?
And yes, I was actually that's perfect timing. I was just about to call one. So no, thank you. I appreciate the reminder if I don't do it. So yeah, we're gonna take 10 here. And we will pick up with you guys traveling down the tunnels when we return.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sounds good.
See you in a little.
Welcome back, Kirsty.
Yeah, welcome
Thanks.
back.
Sorry, my mouth is full. I'm eating popcorn.
Ah, good choice.
Which
All
is
right, before we go any further, I'm going to do this while I remember. I'm going
yes.
to cast Vigilant Blessing on Way, so that maybe he'll stop rolling garbage for initiative.
Nice.
Okay. Right. Shall we go and see what those goblins are up to?
I think so. Who's the most charismatic and friendly looking of all of us?
Either me or Adriel. I'm more deceptive. Adriel's more persuasive.
All right,
Which
Adriel,
is,
go.
it is appropriate.
Sorry, Gorm, go convince them all that you're a god.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll do
Maybe you'll
that.
get some new
Go
goblin
convert some
followers.
heathens.
You guys can just move yourselves freely down this tunnel. You've already scouted it. There's no danger here.
Yeah.
I can't actually see a tunnel.
I don't see a tunnel either.
Oh, I thought I
Yeah,
removed
we
the.
can't.
I
There's
didn't.
still a there's still a line
Sorry.
there.
I thought I
Ah,
removed that. I clearly didn't.
all right, so the squishy one goes first.
Mhm.
The charismatic
only
one goes
goblins.
first.
Yeah, they're only goblins. You'll be fine.
That's a long tunnel.
Yep. It is quite
Uh,
long. Didn't see anything in the way of traps. Big group of goblins at the end.
So as you approach Adriel,
Mhm.
they see you coming, and there is a little squeak and goblin, and you see them sort of scoring themselves up. I'm going to put the grid back on for this section because this is where the map grid works again.
It's-
But yeah,
Can't
so they
really do it
are
in the tunnel.
in the
but-
tunnel. That's fair. Okay, I'm going to take it off. I'll just leave it off.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Okay. They sort of squeak and they move forward and they, kind of talking in Goblin, and then the one of them wearing the crown sort of stands a little bit more forward and says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
It is I, Gorm, God of Thunder. Who are you and why are you here?
"I'm Pink Bottom, ruler of all goblins, and I am afraid of no gods."
Adriel kind of does a little laugh under his like hearing the name.
Why? What's wrong with his name?
I said, you don't have to be afraid. I'm not here to hurt you.
"You are not my god. I'm not afraid of you. I am afraid of no one."
My eyes kind of start to lightning spark a little. As I said, you are in no danger.
"Okay."
Tell us, why are you here?
We're just looking around. Why are you here?
We are exploring. I'll move in a little bit more.
So you're looking around too.
What is this room?
It's ours. This is our room. We claim it for the goblin people. And you see two of them start to sort of like move over, protecting one of the doorways. And you can see at this end over here in this sort of rough cave, there is something strange.
Okay.
What you see, sorry. It is it's like a jar. Like what do they call it? Canopical jar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it is behind a glass bell, like a cloche type thing that you would put
Okay.
over food or whatever, or Beauty and the Beast, they put it over the rose.
Mm-hmm.
It's a canopical jar covered in a cloche with like a wooden base. And they're kind of like standing in front of it, these two goblins. And the pink bottom here is looking anywhere but at that area. He's trying so hard to draw your attention away from that area that it is quite clear he doesn't want you anywhere near that thing.
So I say, we have come for the canopical jar, and I start to walk towards it.
Oh, God.
Halt! No! That is ours! That is our canopical jar.
Oh,
Freeze
really?
ye, who
it-
shall not pass.
If it is for you, then what is inside?
Gold. It's my gold. It's just a little bit. It's not very much gold. It's probably actually not even gold. It's probably just a couple of copper pieces. It's just my copper. It's where I keep my copper. That's what it is. It's where I keep my copper.
And I just say, just stand aside, and I'll just try to push my way through.
He's gonna oppose you, and he's gonna draw weapons, as do all of his little goblin friends.
We don't want to kill you. Please put them
Want
down.
to kill you? I will not put them down. I want you coming into my area with your big face, and you take my copper pieces that are just a little bit of copper. I don't even know why you want them. It's mine. Stop it.
I assure you, I don't want your copper.
Then get out of here. Leave. Go away, nasty face man.
Do I have? As I know, all my coins were taken away from me. Yeah, I guess that would include
Yeah.
my.
You got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing. I have fine wine. I'll give you this bottle of fine wine.
How fine wine is it? Let me
It is
have a see.
only the best, and I'll show it to him.
Give me a persuasion check. One of the little goblins, actually this one, the one that Quoth had been following before, says, "Boss, that's a nice bottle of wine." And he says,
I told you, don't call me boss. My title is king. Sorry, king. King, that's a nice bottle of wine. You should. Don't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do.
and they start fighting, and there's like they start pushing each other back and forth, and then the king like winds up and like just decks this goblin and like flattens him.
While they're doing that, can I just start walking over to the canopical jar?
Yeah, they're so preoccupied.
Okay.
But the two goblins standing in the way here will say like,
Just give us the wine and we'll deal with the
Yeah,
king.
I'll give him a bottle. So I have 9 left.
Thanks, man.
and one of them like pulls the cork out with his teeth and then just starts like chugging. His friend's like, share, and they're fighting over the wine now. Some of it's spilling on the floor.
Awesome.
These two are fighting over here. And this guy's jumping in trying to help the king. And this one's trying to get the bottle of wine too. That's what's going on there. And you walk forward and you see, it's weird that it's here. Everything around here, like this honestly looks like bits of it looks like maybe it was like a work tunnel for the people who built the temple. There's like broken bits of rocks. You see like rocks that were like engraved, but like there was a mistake on them, and so they were just sort of like chucked down here. Like it's a bunch of just like junk. And then there's this beautiful glass jar with this canopical jar inside of it. It is in pristine condition. There is not an inch of dust on it. There is not the paint is so vibrant. And in the paint, you can see there is stuff written in Sinodician. And the jar itself has images of a king upon it. You would probably recognize the king as Amun-Re.
Okay. So I see Quoth, and I kind of give the hand gesture for like come this way, so we can relay that to everyone.
Sure. Quoth will pass the message on to Lenara, who will pass the message on to the group.
I mean, so does it look like it's on any kind of trap? Can I do an investigation, even though I'm horrible at that?
Yeah, go ahead, do an investigation.
All right, I don't see any traps, so I'm gonna pick it up.
You pick up the top. Like, do you pick up the whole thing, or are you just taking the glass off the cloche?
I'll just take the glass off.
Okay. Yeah, you take the glass off. Nothing happens. No, there's no magic spark, anything like that.
Am I detecting any magic as I'm coming over to look at the?
As you come over to it, yes, you do detect some magic on it.
Okay.
It seems to be of the school of abjuration.
Abjuration magic. Interesting.
Wait, sorry, evocation.
Evocation magic. Okay. Caution. I'd say. I'll say to. I'll say to Adriel. There is definitely magic on it, and it's evocation. So it's either something interesting or something explosive.
Hmm.
Can I come over and take a closer look at it? Try to
Yeah,
see if I can.
by all means.
No,
As
I'll
you
kind
take
of
a
kneel down.
closer look at it, you
Hmm.
realize that the DM messed up and it's actually illusion magic.
Illusionary magic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So sorry.
That's okay. That is okay. Linara will still take the same approach to it.
Okay.
Take a closer look at it and
So you take a closer look at it.
Mhm.
You see that the writing on it, you read Cyanidicine. Oh, actually, Adriel, you can
Yeah,
read Cyanidicine
so does
too.
Adriel, yeah.
Mhm.
So the writing on it that is in Cyanidicine basically says the equivalent of "do not touch." In case of emergency, break glass kind of idea.
What on the actual jar itself?
On the jar itself.
Okay.
Now I'm curious to
We
touch
could
it.
we could mage
Yeah,
hand
it
pick it up.
basically says use only in an emergency.
We could mage hand pick it up, wrap it and put it in a bag, and then use it later.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what this does.
We can investigate it further when we're not in the middle of a goblin war zone. Linara will try and pick it up with mage hand, and I assume I'm hoping it's light enough for mage hand to pick up.
As it is, and as it
Okay.
is moved by the mage hand, the magic goes off, and
Oh.
no, it's fine. It's just a voice that speaks to you,
Okay.
and it says, "Herein lies the heart of Amun-Re. Destroy it, and end his suffering.
Was that what
But
we were
only
asked to
destroy
do?
it in the most dire of consequences, for he has sinned greatly and deserves his punishment."
That was what he asked us to do, wasn't it? To destroy this so he could get back in?
Or he can finally go to the afterlife or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the star is keeping him out of here,
Right.
but
The jar is keeping him out of the afterlife.
exactly.
Right. Okay.
Do we want to end his suffering though for what he's done?
I
I mean, this is a really good bartering chip. I wouldn't
It
just
is.
give him what he wants.
I mean, I'm a
No, let's keep
tortoise.
hold of it.
I'm a tortoise. I could have cat either way.
Yeah, so let's just hold on to
Linara's
it.
gonna pick it up, wrap it in a cloth, and then put it in a cloth bag and put it in her bag of holding. And then we can barter that with him later.
Sounds good. You take the jar, you put it in the bag of holding. The goblins have sort of calmed down their fighting a little bit. The Goblin King came out on top, probably why he's the king.
Mhm.
And they're all sitting around sharing the bottle of wine.
Hmm.
King is having the vast majority of it.
I'll look around.
I would suggest putting the lid back on so they don't notice.
Trying to decide how bad I feel for these goblins.
I asked them.
Yeah, pretty.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I feel pretty bad. I'm gonna give them my bottle of fine alcohol. Split that amongst yourselves.
The king says,
This one's mine. You can share the other one.
and he starts drinking, but he rips it. You know what? He doesn't even pull out the cork. He smashes the top of the glass of the bottle and then just like starts chugging it, broken glass and all.
How did you guys get in here?
Through the secret.
Show me the secret.
You got any more wine? Because this bottle's really good.
I'm not going to give him another bottle. So I say, how about I take the bottle back, or you can show me the secret.
Ah, fine. You won't fit anyway. It's through here.
And he sort of points to the north, and there is a tunnel that continues on to the north. It is too small for you guys to enter, and it seems to extend quite a distance. It would take you a very long time to clear out enough for you to be able to get in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I see
Um,
another tunnel through this way. I've sent Quos to have a look.
Yeah, so Lunara, there is a secret door at this end, and you would be able to see it from this side.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, all of you stay out of trouble.
What's the fun in that?
They've got you there.
Yeah, good point.
Why don't you give them all the blessing of Gorm before we head out?
They're not my followers.
We are not, and we don't want your god blessing.
My eyes light up.
I like them all.
I definitely just look at whichever one said that, and I flash him a thumbs up.
It was the king, and he like flashes you 2 thumbs up. He's like,
Hey.
If you know what is good for you, I would not say things like that.
Yeah, don't make gods mad, man. It's fine. We're not afraid of you.
and he just sort of like waves his hands.
Yeah, I don't know if they've had any veiled threats. Yeah, let's just get a move on.
Yeah, let's go.
We have to
Yeah,
go take
we've
a
got what we
ride
want.
up a elevator of some sort.
Yeah,
It's an elevator.
a thing that goes up.
Yeah, I mean
What?
they have them with like stone counterbalances.
Yeah, they use them for like carrying goods up and down things.
Typically cliffs.
Oh, you mean a lift?
That too.
Oh, if you're from that part of the world, I guess.
That's a...
All hoity-toity. It's your lifts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
I shoot a lightning spark out these chains.
Okay, you shoot a lightning spark at the chains. They get a little bit singed from the lightning.
Just
Pretty old.
curious.
One of them probably breaks a couple of the links.
I don't see anything else in this room.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
I
go back
just
to
thought
the,
you were taking out your anger at the goblins on the chains instead.
Well, he almost died, but I held it back.
He is a vengeful god.
He is.
Okay, so at this point, the water is going back down. It has switched direction.
Okay, it has a time limit. Let's
I want
do
to
that
try this
again, I
time.
guess. Yeah, go on then.
So I say, where does
Lunara
this
leans back
lead?
against the wall.
And you are posed the questions, what is your name?
This time I hesitantly, I just say Adriel.
What is your quest?
I say the same thing we said before. I don't remember exactly
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Fixing the waters, blah, 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 blah,
Mhm.
blah. What is the airspeed? No. Upon whose hallowed ground do you stand?
I say, I can't think right now.
Amun-Re.
Yeah, Amun-Re.
Amun-Re. The hand symbol appears.
I place my hand on it.
Okay, you place your hand in his, and the column of water switches direction.
Huh.
Why the fuck does that work for him and not me?
I don't know, but I'm definitely going last because I want to make sure Lunara does actually get to go up this damn thing rather than
Thank
just
you.
ejected straight down.
I'm starting to wonder if this column of water is sexist. I'm not happy.
After you, Way.
After you win.
There we go.
Okay. Way you go up through the column of water, and it carries you upwards. Do you guys just all step in one at a time,
Yeah.
or
I
do
think
you?
so.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put Quoth in the bag of holding temporarily, and then go up.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and stack your tokens, and I will move you over to the next map. It takes you all up the same. I'll just be over here, Lunara.
Well, actually, Quoth doesn't need to be in a bag of holding. He'd just be on my shoulder. He's immune. He goes into like a dormant state when he's on my shoulder. So
Oh, nice. Let me just check something. Sorry, before I move you over here. Oh, nope, Pokeport off. Fix movement. Dynamic lighting on. Put it on. Okay. That's what I thought. I accidentally had you. Okay. Here we go. You guys are down here. So you come out into basically this water tunnel. Weirdly, you can breathe in
Okay.
this tunnel of water as it goes upwards, and it sort of ejects you. And it's have you ever seen a bubble column in Minecraft? You just
Yeah.
sort of like bounce on the top, kind of. You can't actually make your way back down.
oh, interesting.
And you're sort of just ejected here. It does sort of come down from the ceiling, so you are in another like column, but you're sort of pushed out at this point. And that is where you now are. The water flows up the shaft and splashes around approximately 3 feet above the level of a corridor. The corridor is 30 feet long, ending in a set of bronze double doors.
Well, home stretch now. And I will walk right
Yeah.
to the door.
Screw it, I'm just gonna push it open.
Yeah, you can go ahead, push it open.
Oh, a boat. No, not a boat. A canoe.
I don't know. That
So-
does kind of look like it's a sail, maybe. I can't tell from where I am.
Maybe a kayak.
Okay, so this is a 30-foot square room. There is another pair of bronze double doors in the center of the north wall. 4 pillars rise up to the ceiling. In the center of the room is a stand with a plaque on it. On the west side of the room, occupying the full length of the wall, is a reed boat. Its mast is lashed to the floor alongside 10 ornate vase-like jars. There is a post in the boat's bow with what appears to be an empty setting for a huge gem on it. On the east wall, there is a large painting of the same boat as on the west side of the room. But in the painting, which appears to be very well painted and highly detailed, the boat sets sail high above the clouds, carrying a large and beautiful gemstone in its bow. You would recognize that as the Star Gem.
Okay.
Oh, it's a flying boat.
Hmm.
Nothing on the ceiling. Gonna drop down on me when I walk into this room.
Nothing on the ceiling. Love the
Right.
paranoia, though.
Next door.
Walk into the room.
Okay, you walk into the room. Nothing happens.
I'll tell you this much: we're not gonna get that. Point to the boat out of here.
Hmm.
Not in one piece. Let's take a look at this plaque, I guess, in the middle. Anything of interest on it?
Yeah, it's got some writing in ancient Sinodician. And it reads, "Let him who knows our God speak his name."
So, my guess for that.
Say it again. What is the riddle? I'm sorry.
I just put it
posted
in
on the
chat.
screen.
Okay, let him. I say Gorm.
Nothing happens.
Ammon Ray.
I knew it was. Oh, yeah.
Nothing happens.
I was gonna say he can't have been so up his own butt to think he was a god, right? He says, shooting a look at Adriel.
But he was.
Lunara sparks at that. Let him who knows our God speak his name.
what was his name again?
Amon Ray.
It was
No,
Amun Ray.
Amun Ray. I tried that and we didn't get anything.
That was Calitharius.
Oh, Calatharius.
Is that his name?
That's his name. Nothing happens.
My ancient Sinodician is pretty rusty, so I don't know most of their pantheon. Sorry.
Darth Vader.
A lightsaber.
Can
Pardon.
yeah? Can Lunara try and think like what gods they might be referring to? The
Yeah, give me a
is
give me
it
a history
something
check.
to do with the? Okay. Am I
Can
doing
I
that with
guide her?
advantage?
Yes, you can have advantage.
Can I do a religion
you.
check?
Yeah, you absolutely
I
can.
am.
Oof. That's a 12.
Okay. Lunar, you're sitting there and you're thinking about all of the Sinodician gods. You know, there's Gorm. You know, there's the Magi Usmagaras. You know, there's Majura.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're thinking of like the Faerunian pantheon that would have been around at that time, probably Corleone, the elf one. You know, you're kind of going through all these gods and thinking of them. Adriel, you realize that in a burial room, it's quite common to have inscriptions that refer to the gods that maybe just don't mean anything.
Okay.
It's just an inscription,
Okay.
you know, like you
Oh.
would say, like,
Okay.
you know, in a church, there might be an inscription with a passage of the Bible or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of idea. It might just be an
Oh.
inscription.
So I kind of
Okay.
I'll relate that. I don't think this means anything.
Okay.
All right, wonderful.
Sometimes
Wonderful.
Sometimes the plaque is just a plaque, I guess.
And I show as I'm already leaning on this door, I shoulder it open.
Well, what about this boat?
You
Should
try.
I was gonna say, as he does that, I'm gonna have a poke
Yeah.
through this boat.
So, Wei, you sort of shove your shoulder against the door, and this door is locked.
Ugh, it's locked.
Looking at the boat, first thing of note, obviously, is the fact that there is this empty spot where presumably the Star Gem would have been. This might have been the boat that transported the Star Gem here, based on the image that you see on the other wall. Unlike in the image where the boat is empty, in this one you can see the ropes that are actually tying the boat in the image are there. They're quite old and rotten, but the boat itself looks to be in very good shape. There are lots of jars within the boat. They are not those canonical jars. They are just more like transport jars.
Okay.
In this part of the world, because there isn't a lot of boxes, because there isn't a lot of wood. Carrying things in crates is not terribly practical, so they would fire these big sort of clay pots instead.
Yeah, they've got access to a lot of mud, so yeah, using clay makes sense.
Yeah, and so they're sealed. There's a couple that are open that are empty, but they're sealed.
Okay. And these jars aren't on the. Are they on the image? On the mural on the other wall.
Lunar, you head over to the other to take a
Yeah.
better look at this picture. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Okay.
And your passive is currently 17.
My passive is 18, not
Is 18.
17.
Okay.
Yes. I did not update that, but yeah, 16. Probably didn't have guidance there. Sorry, yeah, 16. Passive 18.
Okay, we're actually going to use your passive.
Okay.
So you take a look at this picture, and no, there are no jars inside of it. But as you
Okay.
look, you notice that the clouds in the picture are moving very, very slowly. But they
Okay.
are moving.
Interesting. So it's. I assume I'm detecting some magic on the picture.
Yes, you certainly are.
Okay,
I have
it's
no idea what school it would be.
illusion, I guess, if it's an animation, because it's an illusionary moving clouds maybe. I don't know. I don't know much
I
more
have
about what it does. But
no idea what School
Sure.
of Magic it is, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
sure. Okay. Huh. Clouds are animated on here. There's no jars, so I guess there might be something in those jars that helps us.
On the one hand, Chris really wants to open the jars. On the other, Magnus thinks it's a horrible idea to open the jar.
Oh, I think it's a horrible
I'll-
idea to open the jars, but I
I
don't
would
see
like to
how else
pick
we
one
get
up
through.
and like shake it. What does it sound like?
You pick it up, and it's really heavy. And you shake it, and it sounds like something metal is inside. Ching, 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 ching.
Motherfucker, it's our money.
Hmm.
I just smashed that jar. What happens?
It's your money.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Okay,
alright.
get our money back.
Oh,
Well,
nice. Is it just our money, or is it other people's money too? 'Cause then I'll take
No,
more.
it's other people's money too.
Ooh.
There's a lot of
Okay.
money in here. Equivalent of sorry, I'm finding it. The equivalent of 500 platinum pieces.
Oh wow.
Okay. I'm gonna start filling my pockets.
Yeah, we obviously take. Is that on top of our money or including our money?
Let's just say on top of your money, it's so much money, it's ridiculous. So just
Okay.
throw 500 platinum pieces in the party loot, and
Yeah.
unless
I can.
unless
I can put them
Adriel's
in the
pocketing
bag
it, it
holding.
sounds like maybe.
Yeah, he has a vision for his money, so he needs
Split that
Yeah.
4 ways then.
that works.
So that's 250 platinum each. 1250 platinum.
Well, she said 500 platinum, or
Yeah,
Five-
1250 gold.
Sorry. 500 platinum. You said sorry. So 125 platinum
Yeah.
each. Sorry, for some reason I thought 5,000. I think I overtyped.
I mean, it's equivalent, so it's really in like gold pieces. But I mean,
Yeah.
how does curious?
Yeah, I mean, my share is definitely going into the bag of holding because I
Okay.
can't carry that kind of money on me.
Yeah. What I'd suggest you do is get a bag of your own and put it in there, and then put it in my bag of holding, and that way it's separate from mine.
Will
If
do.
that's what you want to do.
That's what he does.
Okay. 125 plat Magnuses belongs to Magnus. Okay, I have that on my sheet.
Okay. So bookkeeping complete.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Okay.
shook the jar and didn't
Yeah.
follow my instincts. All right, let's see about getting the door open. Does somebody want to try
Yeah.
and pick it, or should we just boot it in?
I mean, unless there's an actual mechanism to unlock it, I have access to knock. I have 1 scroll left, so I'd rather not use that.
I'd rather save that for sure.
I'd rather save that for another life threatener.
Door's made of stone, I'm guessing.
Sorry. Yes, the door is made of more marble. It's quite thick and heavy, and there is a large locking mechanism on it. Looks like an old Synodician style lock.
No
We didn't
wonder
find a key in with all those coins, did we?
Nope.
How big is the key hole?
Oh, actually, so this is interesting. So it looks as though to gain entrance to this area, there's actually a hole to put a large gem, such as the star gem.
I feel like
Huh.
it's got to be. Is it in the
Oh,
urn with
yeah,
the heart?
hang on. I'm gonna go over to the mural and touch the star gem on the side of the boat.
Okay, so you reach out and you put your hand to the painting, and your hand goes through the painting,
Oh,
And the boat is very far away from you. Your hand is sort of, it's a weird perspective for you, Lunara, because
Yeah.
your hand looks tiny
yeah.
in the painting.
Okay. She kind of gestures to Quoth, and Quoth like hops along my arm through the painting and then flies off and tries to get at the tries to get to it, I guess.
Quoth hops through, flies to the bow of the boat, and starts pecking at it, and he cannot dislodge it. It is in a setting.
Interesting.
Do you want me to swim?
It's not water, it's in the air.
Oh, right. Probably full.
How far away is it roughly now that I can see Quoth fly that distance?
Hang on. Okay. I'm going to describe the painting to you guys again,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will answer your question, Nick. So on the east wall, there's a large painting of the same boat as on the west side of the room. In the painting, which appears to be very well painted and highly detailed, the boat sails high above the clouds, carrying a large and beautiful gemstone on its bow.
Okay.
So the boat is anchored to a cloud floating on the air at the same height as the perspective of the painting. The distance between the painting and where the boat is anchored is not specifically given, but I'm going to say that it is, let's say 500 feet away.
Okay. No, that's too far for me to.
500.
Yep.
Okay.
500 feet away.
Can he adjust the sail on the boat to make it fly towards us?
Worth a try. Let's fly him onto the deck and see if there's anything he can do.
It's anchored to a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
Quoth
if he-
is able to sort of move the mast around a little bit. He can use his weight to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's able to get it a little bit closer to you, but it is still anchored to the cloud. The cloud seems stationary. While the other clouds are moving, this one particular cloud seems stationary.
All right,
Anchored
here's
by
a weird
rope.
shot in the dark. Do we have to pilot this other boat through the wall to get to the boat with the star gem?
Interesting. Worth a try.
But it's got no gem, does it?
Are we sure the gem is what's causing it to fly?
Oh, only one way to find out.
Hmm. Is it anchored with a rope to the cloud?
It is, yes. So
Sorry.
I see Adriel and Wei are over at the boat. Are you guys lifting it up?
Sure. I'll help.
I want to start just dragging it.
I know. We're both dragging it.
Here's the
Pointing it
thing,
also-
it's remarkably light. You
Oh.
you go to pick it
Oh.
up and it just sort of like hovers an inch above the floor, and you can move it as though on water. You know, if you
Oh,
take
wow.
like a boat and you just sort of like
Yeah.
push it out on the water, that's exactly what you're doing. It's just sort of hovering in the air.
It's a hoverboat.
Oh,
And it sort of sits at the distance that you are that you lift it to.
Ooh, we can get in.
I'm gonna lift it to the same height as the painting, and I'm gonna. All right, all aboard! I'm gonna take
And
the
now you
oar.
just gotta pivot it around these damn pillars. Pivot! Pivot!
Mm. Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe we shouldn't go. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna make it face. I'm gonna turn it perpendicular towards
Yeah.
to the floor, meaning it's pointing,
Yeah.
tip to tip
Yeah.
from floor to top, and then I'm gonna plop it down towards the painting.
Yeah, absolutely. You tip it upright so that you can move it, put it back down again so that it you can just guide it right to the painting. And the boat doesn't move. It is actually part of the picture. Otherwise, I would move it. But it begins to you begin to slide over towards the painting. The mast is still on the floor next to it.
I was gonna say, wait a second. We need to tie the mast up and attach some ropes
Yeah,
so
that's
we
probably-
can control the
Probably
sail.
worth doing. Yeah.
Not a sailor, but I'm pretty sure that's how these things work.
I want to play with the oar a little bit. Does it actually like work?
It's more like a rudder,
Oh,
so you can't really paddle with it, but you can. You see how it is on the other boat, and it's sort of attached at the back as a rudder.
it's one of those like a gondola.
Yeah.
Don't
So
worry.
here's the
Alright,
thing, guys. I know land vehicles. I don't know whatever this is.
I'll just use
So we're gonna have to
wind.
figure out how to attach. Yeah, but how do we attach this mast thing to the boat?
Copy the other one, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's a
Like the other one
boat.
works, so duplicate the other one. I can get Quoth. Like Quoth is up close to it, so I can get detail from him.
I'll pick up the mast and I'll just.
If the boat
Sorry, go ahead.
just like glides, like as if it's floating on air, we could just use air to push it. Like if it's that easy to move.
Oh, we need the sail, right? So it can catch the wind.
Or we can, I don't know.
It's not going to move very quick
Yeah,
without
it won't
sail.
move really quickly, but it should still move.
Oh, it's just gonna like 0G, like in space. It's gonna push against.
Because I use
The wall.
I guess that's only a puff of air. Never mind.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, let's get the
puff.
let's get the mast on it. That should do the trick.
Is 50 foot of rope going to be enough? Because I know that we have to find new rope. The stuff that we had was rotten.
I have rope as well.
Okay.
We've all got
We've got a lot of rope. Now I'll pick up the mast and I'll dump it into the boat, and I think it goes there, right in the middle. That's how most boats work.
Magnus, as you have proficiency with land vehicles, I'm going to ask you to make this roll. You can use your land vehicle proficiency with it, because I would think that you've probably used something with a wind component at some point, or played with it a little bit. So while you're not an expert on boats, you've got a rough idea. So can you please give me an intelligence check using and you can add your proficiency bonus thanks to your land vehicle proficiency.
That rolls right. It didn't seem to roll anything. Oh, there you go.
Nice. Yeah. So as it goes up, you start to understand how this works. And there's a place for the mast to go. There's a hole that it goes in, and Wade's kind of got it backwards, and you get him to turn it around. You get the sail rigged up. The sail is actually in lovely condition. It's in the bottom of the boat as well, and you attach the two ropes to it using Quoth's assistance, kind of telling you how it's attached on the
where
other
the
one,
things go,
and and you've got basically a boat with a single sail and a rudder for it to be steered with.
Oh, it's just like a giant version of those wind sand surfers that we use.
All aboard!
Okay, you all hop into the boat, and you it's a little bit awkward maneuvering through the room into the painting, but you manage to go right through, and you find yourselves 1,000 feet above the Temple of Amun-Re,
Oh my.
sailing in a airboat towards an identical version of itself. Magnus is able to hold on to his...
Almost vomits. It's real close.
I'm standing up in the back, controlling the amore.
Lara is holding on for dear life. She's
Gandare. What's the matter? You afraid
that
of
is
heights?
probably not helping. Not a fan of depths. Heights are fine. Depths are a problem.
I feel free like a bird right now.
Yeah, and you guys sail over. I wish I had the thought to make an image for this, but I didn't. So we're just gonna have to use our imaginations.
Yeah,
It
that's fine.
is a fairly there's a fairly brisk wind blowing, with which you're able to sort of catch that wind in your sail, and you're able to sail right on over to the other boat. The other boat, as I said, it's tethered to a cloud. The cloud's a little bit odd. You're not quite sure how the tethering mechanism works because it's tied to the cloud, but how do you tie something to a cloud? There's obviously some kind of magic involved. It's not a magic that you've ever seen, Lunara.
Yeah.
or Adriel.
I'm guessing it is
it's
definitely magic because like I've still got my my detect on, but
yeah. So you're seeing it. It's just a little. And again, I don't know what kind of illusion, what kind of magic it would be.
that's fine. That's fine.
Um, the gem
I'm probably
is
gonna
at the
send.
bow of the boat, and it is in a large setting. Kind of think like a ring setting with like the little clamps that go
Sure.
around it.
I'm probably gonna send Quoth like onto the cloud just to see just to hop onto the cloud and see if it stays. See if he can actually.
It's like a regular cloud. He cannot walk on it.
Okay, he drops through it. Okay, fair enough.
All right, I'll do this. I'm gonna park us. I guess as close as we can, right? Is that possible?
Yeah, you can get right up next to it and
Okay,
dock
then.
the boat.
We'll just dock it.
Yeah. You get right up next to the other boat. Do you want to be like side to side with it, or bow to
Yes,
bow,
side
or
to side.
Side to side. Yep. Side to side.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get side to side. You can tie off, and the other boat is solid. It's not an illusion or anything like that. So you can.
As
You can
a suggestion, we don't want to tie onto it too strongly, just in case removing the gem causes it to plummet. Because if we're not careful, that will either take us to the ground or flip our boat over.
All right. How about this? Instead of tying, I'm just gonna, because this is I'm assuming they're like a sort of ancient Egyptian boat, so the oar will be very long. I'm just gonna bring it up and use that as a little bridge, and a walking bridge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
absolutely.
And I'll go over just in case. I know that.
Mr. Snowfall, slow fall.
Slow fall, high deck saves, and everything. Alright. Rest of you lot. Well, you know.
I should be fine.
Magnus
Good,
is white knuckling the gunnels, and he's like, "No, I'll stay here. I'll make sure this
No.
one doesn't float away."
Yeah.
Nah, you all can
Same.
stay
I'm
over
not
there.
moving.
Yeah, stay over there.
I
I'll
mean, I can fly, so I'm not worried.
Daddy's gonna.
Oh, good.
Daddy's gonna get to
Good for
work.
you.
I can fly as long as it's straight down like a brick.
Mm.
So yeah, you hop across way, and you head on over to the bow of the other ship, where you see the gem. There is a mechanism for it, and you are able to manipulate it. It wasn't something Quoth could do with his beak, but you have fingers, so it works for you. And you pull out the star gem of I forget the name of this one. Mopilier. Star of Mopilier. Pilar.
I'm gonna jokingly toss. I'm gonna jokingly try to toss it to Magnus and Lenara. Catch!
I think the boat probably rocks because Magnus like instinctually tries to go grab it, but then his hand immediately goes back to the gunnel.
Lenara will try and catch it. She's worried about the height, but she's more interested in the gem
Do
momentarily.
you actually throw it away, or are you just like
No,
pretending?
I just pretend.
Yeah, so I thought, okay. So you go to catch it, Lenara.
And as I'm
Lenara
walking
size.
back, I'm gonna pretend to trip. I pretend to trip over the edge. Just kidding. Just taking a piss. Just taking a piss. Don't cry.
Aren't you just?
It's amazing how much more lively he gets with fresh socks.
Mm.
Not fresh socks, mate. Fresh air. Breathe it in. You can really smell the ozone.
It
You
occurs to
can.
Magnus now to look back the way we came. Could he still see back into the room we were just in?
Yes. So there is it's almost like a window from this perspective. And you can see into it. So if you wish to go back, you can.
God,
You know-
I hate this place. Let's go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket it for now because we don't want to get too messy because it's a boat.
Yeah.
It's a small boat. I was like, why don't we take the scenic route? We could just go all the way back down to the front. It'd be a beautiful journey. We'll see
You
the horizon.
wanna go through that
wanna fight
sulphurous
yourself
gas
again?
area? yeah, and fight yourself again and get grappled by that thingy hand again, you want that? Because you can do it.
To be quite honest, I didn't do a lot that fight.
Mhm.
I was being punched in the face and then being set on fire. I kind of want round two.
Well, drop us
Brain
back
damage
off
will do that
first.
to you.
You give us
Brain
you
damage
give
will
us
do
the
that
star
for you.
gem, drop us off. We'll open the door. You can go back around.
No, because I have to do it alone, and I don't do it alone. That's not fashionable.
At least you only have to fight yourself. You wouldn't have to fight me or Lunara or
Yeah, true.
Adriel.
You say, listen, I'll whoop my ass. It's hard to say that. It's hard to say. My New York side comes out.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that in an accent. Yeah, well, we'll just paddle on back through the little portal.
Okay, so you head on back through the portal and find yourselves back in the room. And yeah, you're back here.
Watch the
Okay.
head. I'm gonna watch my head. I'm assuming it's like a rectangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's roughly the size of a wall. It's a very big painting. But yeah, it is, you gotta just make sure you get that mast. And I don't know if you've ever like sailed under a bridge, but there's that awful moment where you're not sure if the top of the mast is gonna clear the bottom of the bridge or not. And you kind of have
Especially
that.
now we're sailing in 3 dimensions.
Yeah, exactly. And so you kind of have that moment of like, oh God, is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? And you go in, no problem.
Right, Maggie, I'm gonna need you to put your weight towards the front. We gotta go down.
He just turtles. He just turtles in the front.
Right, further up. We gotta go down.
Yeah, you know what? That works. There's probably a mechanism to go up and down with the boat, but I don't think you would have figured it out at this point. But Magnus's weight certainly does that, and so it drops the boat gently to the floor.
Oh, sweet solid ground, how I missed thee.
Do I need to remind you we're in the temple?
Better than out there.
Fair point.
We gotta keep this thing.
Did we have did we know the name of the other star gem, the first one we got? The one that we trapped
The demon
the
thing.
the demon in.
Zargon.
Zargon.
Yeah, Zargon, yes.
I will look it up for you and tell you
Okay.
at the end of the session. I believe
Sure.
it does have a name, yes.
Sure, because I've added a section to our party loot for star gems.
Awesome. I like the optimism. We're gonna get them all.
Well, yeah, we're gonna Pokemon this shit.
I mean, that is the point of the module, I guess.
It's the Dragon Balls, man. We need all of them.
Yeah. Oh, that is what this is.
We make a
We're
wish.
collecting the Dragon Balls to put this big bad boy back in hell.
Mm. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so having acquired your Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
which way are you guys headed next? Are you gonna go? You've got the gem that you could potentially try and open the door with to the north, or you could head back down to the south.
Open the bloody door.
Now,
Yeah,
hold on. Magnus will just like stand in front of it. Now, wait a second. Is this how you guys broke the first one?
No, picking it up broke the first one.
Oh, okay. Then by all
And
means.
released our dude. So, yeah. Literally just picking it up off of the altar in the place caused everything to go wrong. So we are already ahead on problems.
But toss it to Magnus. Hey, you do it.
Magnus with his terrible dex juggles it for a second. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna. In the meantime, I'm gonna angle the boat towards the door. We're keeping
Sure.
this, by the way.
Will it fit
Should be
through the door?
dragging it along with the-
Oh, right. Oh, of course it will.
You'd probably have to take the mast off, but you can probably get it through the door if you do.
Hey, I mean, I know how to unlock it now, right? Everything, take it out.
I mean, you could if you take the mast off, you could basically ride it like it's a punt through here, just like push it with a staff or something.
I really use a portable hole right now.
No, I'll use my
Mm.
sword. I use my sword while it's in the scabbard, and I use it to paddle. To paddle.
Mm.
Sure. Okay.
We are the boat crew
Yeah.
now.
Because it hovers, right? And then I
Mhm.
could just
Yeah,
to
you
the
can totally gondola it.
push off the
Uh,
floor.
So you open the door and you find the true tomb of Amun-Re. Through the double doors and down a 10-foot long corridor is the burial room, 30 feet wide by 40 feet long. The great sarcophagus is in the center of the room, a golden staff lying across it. Centered across the north wall, a statue of Amun-Re stands. It holds a carved copy of the Star of Mopilar in its right hand and a carved golden staff like that on the sarcophagus across its body with its left hand. Phrase is written on both east and west walls in the ancient alphabet of this land.
Go through and have a look.
What a ponce.
Pretentious much. What does the inscription read?
The inscription reads, "A passage was always provided between the tomb of the king and his likeness, whereby his spirit may pass into his ordained statue and live within the stone we worship in the outer world."
Interesting. Lunara like reads that out loud to the rest of the group.
And what is-
Yeah. So Way's feeling instinctually he's gonna get out of the boat, push it back inside the other room,
Mhm.
turn it upright, point it towards the painting again. Right, we've got a getaway plan. If
Yeah.
if this whole place decides to crumble.
What does the other
Am
wall
I
say?
detecting anything? Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, that is what they both
Oh,
say
they both
together.
say it,
So
okay.
it's like half and half.
Okay.
So I'm guessing, like, is the other hand of the sarcophagus? It's obviously empty presently.
There is yes, it is empty. The staff, you've got detect magic up at the moment?
Yep. That's
Okay.
up permanently.
The staff is glowing with magic.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, I can't tell you what school. It's just a magic item.
Sure. Okay.
Now,
So
yeah.
my guess would be we put the star gem in that hand. I don't know whether or not that lets us keep the star gem afterwards.
We're talking about the staff on the statue, right? Or is there also
The
the staff
sarcophagus
On the
has a staff as
sarcophagus.
well.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, it's just missing
these
it's
ones-
missing the gem.
These ones seem to be fake copies.
Mhm.
This one has a staff that is glowing with magic and a space for the gem.
I would be very interested in that staff.
I mean, me too. I like it.
I'm interested in what's inside the sarcophagus. I'm assuming it's mostly a dead body, but there might be something else of interest.
The last time we found a sarcophagus like this, we opened it and I'm pretty sure it attacked us.
Ah, well, let's maybe not do that again.
Yeah. And it was a fucking tough fight as well. Like, we barely survived it.
You know, guys, I know you all made a deal with this guy that we were gonna like destroy his heart or whatever so that he could move on to the afterlife, but I really hate him and I don't want to do that.
So the other option is we take that canopic jar and we throw it through the painting.
I think we'll have to think about this, I think. But I think we need to put that star gem in this damn sarcophagus and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay. You do it?
I will. I'm carrying it, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming it came out of the door when I used it to open the door.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll walk up and I will place it in the hand.
Okay. You place it in the hand. I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Sorry
Bless
about
you.
that. Thank you.
I assume.
I muted while I sneezed. So you put the star gem in the hand, and the fingers sort of move around it, and there is a grinding noise. as the lid of the sarcophagus falls off, and out comes Amun-Re.
Balls.
Everyone rolling it.
Yeah.
I'm in my boat right now too.
It's immediately another one of those like, I don't know what I expected.
Mm. Did he actually get a 0?
I mean, he's been dead for like 1,000
True.
years. Of course, he got a
True.
0.
After 10,000 years. Hang on, let me just get some coffee. Ugh.
Actually, it is 1:45 our game time. Do you guys want to do this fight? We might run 5-10 minutes late, or do you want to save game here and pick up next week?
We can fight. I mean, we have pretty.
I've got time if we want to fight.
we can fight.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
week I definitely wouldn't. I'd need to end early, but I can
Okay.
definitely.
I'm pretty sure we
Okay.
can body him pretty quick.
Let's get this going then. Music is a go. Way, you are up first.
We still have our whatchamacallit, 10 hit points, right?
Yes.
You do, yes.
Yeah, they only go
Okay.
away on a rest, so long rest. So
All right. Well, I'm on the boat. I'm prepping. Way's the getaway driver at the moment. He's waiting in the car. But seeing the giant mummy pop out, well, that's not good. He's going to come here. And well, Magnus has got this. He's gonna tank for this. So I'm gonna spend a key point bonus action to be at range, so I can attack. Ugh. 26 hit.
26 hits.
Mm.
He
I'm surprised
takes
he
no
didn't.
damage.
it's magical slashing from your distance, or is it just regular?
magical.
Oh dear.
No, it counts on my weapon.
He takes no damage.
Oh.
You slash
Huh.
him, his
Yeah, I saw.
bandages slash, and then just heal back up. And he says,
Right, so I have to punch.
actually, no, he
this-
says nothing. He doesn't. His spirit isn't in here because he's.
Right, so
it's wandering.
I'll punch him in the face. All right.
Adriel.
I mean, was Amun-Re a bad person? Like, why are we...
Oh, I wanna believe
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh,
a
he
dick,
was?
yeah.
Okay, I don't remember.
I mean, you
Amun-Re-
cursed him.
Oh yeah, Amun-Re was the one who basically decided he was better than Gorm.
Oh, that's
Dedicated
right. Okay,
Gorm's temple to
That's why I
himself,
hate
and
this
then-
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cursed.
Can I spread out? Because I still have movement left. Sorry. I just wanna
Yeah,
go
you
through.
can. Yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. So yeah, I really hate this guy. I will cast Call Lightning. And fill the whole room like just.
I was gonna say,
clouds
the
in
whole room.
sky. Yeah. And I'll have a lightning strike come down next to him.
A lightning strike comes down next to him,
Oh, you-
cracks the floor. Nothing happens to him.
Ooh. Okay. Well, it's too late for that. I will. So he's immune to electricity. It seems like. Would I get that assumption?
You would definitely
Thus
draw that
far,
conclusion.
he seems to be immune to everything.
Is there something in here protecting him? I'm thinking. Remove the
I
star
think I have an
gem.
idea.
I'll say, as I end my turn.
These jars around the walls, are they canopic jars or just...
They would be canopic jars, yes.
I'm wondering if it's worth smashing some jars. Maybe that'll make him vulnerable to things. I will use my object interaction to grab the gem, if I can.
Yeah, you use your object interaction to pull the gem out of the lid. The lid begins to the hand unclasps it, and you have the gem in your hand.
Okay, it's good we get that back at least.
Yeah. If I die, take it and run. The other thing we can do is we can threaten to not destroy this guy's heart and free him. You can just flee with the jar and hold that against him.
Yeah, we've got a flying boat.
Yeah, like we could just run. It kind of screws us, but at least we have the Star Gem. And I will bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
just behind him. Which I'm assuming is going to do no damage.
Nothing happens. It hits him, and he doesn't react at all.
And I know he's undead, but I don't want to use turn undead because I don't think it's going to do anything.
No, probably not.
So I will use my action. I should just disengage and leave, but then he'll go after somebody else. I will take
would
the
just-
dodge action.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be me.
yeah. So I know a jar that will definitely affect him.
Yeah, but then we give him what he wants.
I mean, we remove him from this veil, and potentially delete this mummy in the process.
You're the one with the jar. You get to make the call.
I have the jar. I make the call. Yeah, Linara's going to kind of reach into her bag and pull out the canopic jar with his heart, basically, and hold it up. Does it get the mummy's attention at all?
Its attention is entirely focused on you, and it lets out a roar.
Hey, motherfucker. How are you at flying? She's going to walk down this way, and still holding the jar, and just yeet it through the painting.
Okay. You yeet it through the painting.
Yep, that is a
The-
technical term.
The jar goes out the painting and then falls 1,000 feet to the ground, where it smashes.
Would that be in 2 rounds though? Because isn't instant fall?
I
500
guess
feet?
that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah. So it is falling towards the ground at this point.
Okay. Would it be my? I guess it's an action to throw it, isn't it? Like I can't. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
claim. Yeah. Okay.
It's thrown. It's falling.
I guess I just say. I guess we wait and see what happens when it hits the ground. And
Can
end my
can
turn
Quoth grab it in midair and just hold it suspended?
I don't think Quoth can fly that fast.
No, Quoth can only fly at 50. He could have taken it from me and flown out the window with it.
I think it's too late for that.
Damn.
Yeah, it is. If I was smarter, I would have done that. But I'm an ape. Ape together strong. Yeah, that will be my turn.
Okay, good turn. It is the mummy's turn. The mummy is going to run after you. That'll be 30 feet to here. And then he's going to get to you just as you toss the jar out the painting. That did require his dash action though. So that will end his turn. Magnus, you do have the chance to make an opportunity attack. Obviously, it's not going to do any harm to him, but if you want to narrate that, you may.
I don't have a warhammer in my hand, so I cannot.
Okay. That will end the mummy's turn. Round 2. Wei, you are up.
All right, I want to do a little bit of a battlefield control here. Let's see what distance. I'm going to use the pseudo telekinesis trait I have, the lift somebody up.
Okay.
So strength check. Hey, there you go. DC's 13. Unless he has advantage. Does he have advantage?
No, he has not. He does not have advantage. So you are able to rise him up.
He gets slammed prone to the ground. So he's prone.
Okay.
That's my key point. He doesn't take force. He doesn't take any damage. So he's still prone, but I'm gonna be right there. Yeah, that's my turn.
Done. Adriel.
Okay. So I mean, he's immune to all of our damages, but I'm wondering if he's immune to his own weapons. So I will grab that staff and then try to get to him and hit him with it. That's 5, 10, 20, 30. So I'll be chasing after him
Okay.
because that would just be an object interaction. So then it'll be.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't move anymore. So anyway, okay, so never mind. So I'll just start running after him with it.
Okay, so you've got his staff
Yeah.
in your hand. It gives you like a little frisson of magic, and you get to that point with it, and then I guess you still have an action.
I mean, I can't.
You can't really harm him. You can
Yeah.
declare you do something if you want, just to.
If he ever gets close to me, then I'll hit him with it. But yeah, I don't see him coming my way.
All right, that brings us back to Magnus.
To there. I want to yeet him at the painting, so I'm gonna grapple him. I'll use my action to grapple.
Awesome. I guess strength versus his strength.
Terrible.
Terrible
bait
for
him.
him. You've got him in a
So-
grapple.
I mean, that's all I can do this turn. That's all my movement, so
Yeah.
I will have to yeet him next turn. But I will use my spiritual weapon to go smash some of these jars.
Okay, yeah, your spiritual weapon smashes the jars. They are canopic jars. The stuff inside of them is pretty much just dust at this point. And there is no reaction from the mummy when you do that.
All right, that's kind of what I figured. That will be me.
Okay, Lunara.
On my turn, I'm guessing the jar probably hits the ground.
Yes, it does. And when the jar hits the ground, he lets out a wail, just this howl of anger and pain. And yes.
Okay. Lunara is going to blow him a kiss and then use Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport like 30 feet this way.
Okay.
It's my bonus action. And then she's going to try... What do I have that can actually hurt him? I don't really want to shoot him because he's on the ground.
I am going to say, keep in mind that he is actively being grappled by Magnus as well, so any
Sure.
kind of AoE will have to
Will
affect
hit.
Magnus. Yeah.
Sure, no problem. She's going to come into here. I'm probably just going to try and blast him. I know I'll be doing that with disadvantage. Actually,
Okay.
can I... okay, no, I'm going to frostbite him because that doesn't require an attack roll. So,
Okay.
that's frostbite. For an action, that's okay. Ignore the necrotic damage. I had hex ticked still. So
Okay.
he needs to make me a con save.
Now, in theory, he should be good at that, but he's been rolling terribly lately. So,
Long may it continue.
yeah, he did. He rolled terribly. So that is so the necrotic damage is not going to do anything.
Ignore the
to
necrotic.
him.
That
Yeah.
was that
Oh,
was
right, that
from
was it.
hex that he doesn't have. It's not on.
But he will take the full 5 points of cold damage.
Yes, we can damage him. He's vulnerable now.
Oh, it'll hurt like a bitch. 1,000-foot fall.
Yes, that will that will be painful. Yeah, that is Lunara's turn. And she
Okay.
has, obviously, from the Blessing of the Raven Queen, she has the... where is it? Damn it, where did that go? Resistance to all damage until the start of her next turn. She appears kind of like a ghost
Cool. Okay.
temporarily.
So the first thing is the mummy turns and looks directly into your eyes, Magnus. Can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Probably try. Terrible.
Okay.
With a +7, I got a 10.
Ow.
So you have the frightened condition until the end of the mummy's next turn.
Okay.
Put that in chat. And then he is going to attack you with his rotting fist, which strikes harmlessly at you. He beats his fist against your muscular chest, and that ends his turn. Way.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm getting a phone call after phone call. 1 second.
No worries. I'm so glad you guys figured out the jar thing. I was like, I hope they figure this out, or this is going to be a really long, awful combat.
Just really didn't want to have to give that guy what he wanted. Jerk.
He's going to be free.
Okay. Damn it. Yes. Well, we can break up our actions, right? Right. Okay. I want to try to hit him once normally with my regular weapons. See what happens.
Okay. Your longsword hits for 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh, it hits now.
Oh, it hits?
Yep.
Oh,
now the
wonderful.
now the jar's gone. He's vulnerable. That was
Okay.
apparently the correct answer.
I was afraid it was only cold damage. Like, oh, great, here we go. All right, these are 15.
That's a hit.
Awesome. Flurry of blows.
It's- Okay. Both of those hit.
1 and 2. So that's 17.
You are just taking out your anger on this guy, and he is just... You're just wailing on him, and you can see it's hurting him. His bandages are falling off. His rotting flesh is everywhere. It's gross.
Take that. We'll flash him the V.
So now that I see that we can hit him, I'll just, since I already have my spell active, I'll just use an action to call down a lightning bolt next to him for 3d10 damage. Or, well, he has to do a save.
It's a dex save, right?
Dex save, yep.
If he's grappled, does that mean that he has disadvantage or that he cannot do dex saves? I forget.
That's restrained, I believe.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So grappled, he can still do it.
Yeah, is he...
Double check.
Right, it doesn't matter if he's prone. I assume he got up from prone?
No, he can't. His speed is 0. So he has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapple does not give any, but he's prone.
But he's
Prone
prone, so he has disadvantage due to the prone. Doesn't matter, he rolled 4. So he will take the full points of damage, which is 15. Nice. He's looking in very bad condition.
Sorry, Kirsty. Apparently prone doesn't...
Prone doesn't give disadvantage, no. It's just attack
Oh.
rolls.
Yeah, that's weird. It's just attack roll, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, thank you. And in this case, it doesn't matter because he rolled 4, but that is a good reference for future, so thanks.
And I will spend 2 sorcery points to cast Lightning Spark
Yeah, finish him off.
Okay.
for 25.
I think because he's prone, you're going to be rolling with
Oh.
disadvantage with that one.
Okay.
So just give me another roll there.
Reopen that closed tab.
Should I just roll another d20?
Sure.
If you're within 5 feet of it, then you would have. Oh no, but you still
prone.
make attacks at disadvantage because you have
Yeah.
an attacker within 5 feet of you. So yeah,
Yeah.
it is with disadvantage.
Ooh. 4
4 plus 7.
Yeah.
11.
11.
That hits.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
11
For
damage.
11 lightning damage.
11, 11, 11.
How do you do it?
Yeah, I just say you fake king and I just zap him. And-
Awesome.
Right.
He is zapped, and when his body is killed, is destroyed, with the star gem having been removed from the boat, the ghost of Amon-Ra stands before you, and he says, You have succeeded. You have destroyed my physical corpse, and you have removed the star gem that was keeping me away from here. Thank you. Thank you for freeing me. And then you see his eyes go wide in horror as a clawed hand grabs him. You can't see what it is. You can only see it as it touches him and rips him backwards, screaming as he vanishes.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, well, I mean, that ended up better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
Magnus
maybe
was
freedom wasn't
seriously
what he wanted.
considering using Turn Undead and just saying "piss off, Ghost" again.
Yeah.
You all hated him. So yeah, he's suffering now. Hopefully.
Yeah, go where you deserve.
Although with our luck, that was probably Calatharius or whatever devouring his soul to become stronger. You know.
Probably have to fight him anyways.
So
Right.
this
Well,
will
let's
be
loot
the
this
end of our
room
game.
for everything it's worth.
Yeah, I actually
Oh,
gotta go. I gotta go
yeah.
like right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
take care. So for the rest of you, we'll meet up next week, and you need to end early, Nick.
I do, yes.
Okay. How early? Like an hour, 2 hours in?
Probably about an hour, yeah. Yeah.
About an hour? Okay,
An hour.
no problem.
Yeah.
So we'll do a short session next week. We'll just play for the hour until Nick has to go. And yeah, we'll sounds like you guys. Oh, you guys are pretty much at the end of this. Why don't you go ahead and level up your characters? That way
Ooh,
we
yay.
don't have to do it mid-session.
Okay.
So consider this. Give yourselves a long rest. There's not really anything more
Okay.
in terms of combat. So long rest your characters. Give yourselves a new level. I will message Chang and let him know, and we will do a quick session next week.
Sure.
Awesome.
Would you be okay with me potentially making a version of Inara using just the Warlock from the UA? From the UA thing.
I'm okay with it. I will maybe just put it in chat so that Chang can weigh in on it too. And just I don't know how the other two of you guys feel about that kind of stuff.
Hey man, get as OP as you possibly can, so you can carry the rest of us through the rest of these horrible dungeons.
I don't know if that's going to be it. I don't think that's going to be OP. I think it's just going to be interesting. I'm still going to use the Raven Queen Warlock. I'm not going to use any of the new Warlock subclasses they've listed. I'm just going to keep Raven Queen because that keeps Quoth, and that keeps being interesting.
Cool.
Guess what? We have remove curse.
Yeah,
Hooray!
that's awesome to have.
Awesome.
All right, thanks for a great session.
Right.
I'll
Yeah, good
see
game,
you guys
guys.
next week.
Bye, everybody.
See you next week. Have a good one.
Yeah, see you next week. Bye.
And anyone who is watching, like Zane, thank you for coming and checking us out. Join us next Saturday. We start at 11 a.m. EST time. I hope you all had fun and see you guys later. Have a good day.